use the microwave while you're gaming.
Okay, so let's get started with our ongoing gameplay here. We are in the middle of Aliens. It is Act 2 of Chariots of the Gods. Yes, we are missing Jeff. Gary, text him or shoot him in there. Tell him to hop on his phone if he wants to into Discord, and we'll play him out and her accordingly if you can. He has option to do that because he's showing in Discord, but he may. Yeah. Okay. Let's do our character introductions. Those. What was that?
I'm in on Phoenix or
Discord.
on my phone.
That's fine. We were just getting ready to shoot you that. So play. We'll read off and kind of show you what's going on, and you can watch the Twitch stream if you want, since you're losing power until you think it's if you can. If not, don't sweat it. Just listen to what's going on, and you'll call out. I'll call you out from time to time, and we'll try not to get you killed, right?
He'll call you.
Yeah. But let's do our character introductions for those of us that are alive right now, and we'll pick up the action where we last left off Saturday. So we'll start with Captain Miller.
Hey, I'm Eric. I'm in Colorado, and I'm playing Captain Vanessa Miller. She is an African-American female. She is a chain smoker. She wears a beat-up leather jacket with her favorite patch upon it. She usually carries a beat-up Harlequin romance novel, a paperback that she reads in her spare time. And she's probably not going to survive tonight, so let's not set our goals or our suppositions too high.
And let's do Cham.
Let's see. What to say?
Words.
Yeah, words. I am Devil Dog 1833, and playing Lyron Cham. I'm a cargo handler and a roughneck. I carry around a beautiful set of rosary and like to hang out with my best friend Rye.
Don't forget y'all's talents. We didn't really cover those last time, and I think it may have gotten looked over a little bit, but each of y'all have a specific talent that you're good at, and make sure that you use it when appropriately needed.
Yeah, I looked at that. It's not really anything we've mentioned.
I used mine when inappropriate.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Wilson.
Yeah, that's about all I have about him.
Wilson.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Wilson, and I am definitely going to die tonight, but that's okay because it's not my fault.
Where's your fence?
What's my what?
Where's your fence?
Where's my fence? Oh, my fence. I get it. Took me a minute. See, again, I still keep getting stuck on Dennis the Menace because I'm an old fuck. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Bad things will happen, and
oh my god! And Rye, do you remember anything about your character, Jeff?
Yeah, she's a roughneck, and
He's bitter.
I'm getting feedback from the Twitch stream. Raya's a roughneck, and I believe her secret talent was seen it all before, but I can't remember.
That's right. You're
Special talent.
She's a technics genius.
Yes, she's the technician on the ship, where Cham is the cargo holder, and yeah, you've seen it and done it all before. Nothing surprises you. It's called the long haul, but you're also bitter because you think your job sucks and you want to get paid more, and you're a grunt on the ship, and
and I have true grit.
Yeah.
I'm
so it's gritty.
And dirty.
Yeah, and then Beaufort, our fifth player, his character, what was? Davis. That's right, Pilot Davis.
Pilot.
Wow. Hasn't even been 1 week and you already forgot his name.
And her name.
Man, I feel special now.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Lost her head in a bit of rage, or rage against her.
And we just piled its body in the other ship.
Yep. So things that have happened. You came out of cryosleep, expecting to be at Sutter's Point with the cargo of a bunch of very unstable helium-3 gas, which is an energy source used in the space quadrants and all that. It's a very, friendly, eco-friendly source, but it's highly unstable. You find out that for some reason you're nowhere where you thought you were supposed to be. You are almost slammed into by a ship that came out of nowhere, and then soon find out that you were actually diverted there to study this ship by your corporate sponsor, Wayland Yutani. You then board the ship, finding out that it's been lost in space for over 75 years. And it looks that way from its filthy inside, but it looks like there's something has gone on in the ship, and soon find, as you're traveling through the different levels, one human being that apparently took a shotgun to the head, noticing, to end his life, apparently, not sure why, but you did notice that something was happening to his body. It was transforming in certain ways. Something was off about his arms and legs. And then decided to bring the ship to life and get the engine going, and finding out there were some issues there. So making your way down to the reactor, where a creature of some sort, was a past member of the crew of some sort, had turned in, was definitely what's called an abomination, but it was something definitely wrong with him, because they were very, very angered toward y'all, and apparently really to Davis, and killed Davis by squishing her head, and then y'all mowed it down with flames and shotgun blast, and killed it.
I think we mowed it down mostly with fear.
Fear, yeah, yeah. Nobody.
A nice swift kick to the.
These are PCs that had never seen something like this before, and all went Rambo on it, when most likely most all of them probably would have ran screaming like a little bitch down the hallways to go hide. But no, I've got military guys in this group who are going to kill anything that runs in front of them. So Rambo'd it. So they did kill that.
Damn right.
Found some. I do know that some of the crew's in cryo sleep. And split up to take. I think you had Davis's body. You were taken to the med lab, and
nope. Davis's body was on the other ship, on the Montero.
Oh, that's so. What body do we have then? The abomination body. Okay.
The dude with his head gone.
Oh, the dude with his head gone. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. And split up on the party. So Miller and I think Cham were doing that, where Wilson and Rye were headed up toward Mother, when Wilson locked Rye out of the airlock area and disappeared out of view, and y'all heard some banging around and something happening to the ships outside, and Rye getting very upset about it. But then in your intercoms, in all of your spacesuits, because y'all are still wearing them, you hear the the basically
danger.
Yeah.
The emergency disruptor system is now activated.
So yes, that is your ship is telling you that it has gone into self-destruct mode. And what she will also hear say is, it says the displacement drive malfunction, cascade failure imminent, and the countdown has begun. And that also giving all of y'all a point of stress, if I haven't done it already, is where we pick up the action.
Can't take stress when you're dead.
That's right.
Silver lining.
So, we will start with, we'll head to Deck C, actually Deck B, with Miller and Cham. As y'all come out of the med lab, I believe y'all hear this warning off, and right before it, you also heard Rye say something about Wilson's doing some bone-ass shit maneuvers, and cussing in y'all's headsets, like a female sailor.
What sort of role do I think it would take to turn off the displacement drive or whatever it is that's causing the failure on the Montero?
As in, there is none. I'm not sure. She's telling you that your drives are in overload and they're going to blow up.
So is that something that I can pull a switch and eject the modules out into space where they will blow up or cease to be a threat?
Negatory. You know that your ship is. You know that your ship is about to. What Mother's telling you that this cascade failure, man, that your ships, your engines are about to overload, and y'all are going to all die unless something happens quickly with y'all, the ship that you're in, and get away as far as possible.
I will look at Miller and say, we need to find a pilot, and we got to get this ship going now.
Let's go.
So I will rush to the cryopods, the cryo bay, and start reviving the crew.
Okay.
I will wish him luck, tell him I have piloting skill, and I will head up to the bridge.
Okay. Y'all begin y'all's maneuvers that way. We will move up to Deck A, where we see... let me set the maps right. We have got Rye and Wilson.
Good luck, Cham.
Mm-hmm.
Rye, Wilson, you come out. You came out of that. You came from back down the airlocks into the junction area, and are looking through the door that you had locked behind Rye. And Rye's sitting there with the now. Rye, I believe, has the shotgun. Yes.
Yep.
And Rye is not very happy with you.
No, it left off. Wilson had stepped through the door, and I stepped behind him, and now the shotgun is basically pressed against the back of his head. So
I'm gonna put my hands up, and I'm gonna say, "Look, you could pull the trigger, or you could let me go, so I can try to get this place taken care of, and we can get the hell away from the ship before it blows up."
Well, it wouldn't be an issue right now if somebody had not decided to go, betray us and pull some fuckery maneuvers.
I didn't pull no fuckery maneuvers.
You can make So we have an issue. I'm gonna make a comm tech roll for you, right? If you would know exactly what Wilson did, because you didn't see any of it.
No, yeah, we didn't see anything, but we heard a lot of noise.
You heard some noises and all that, and wow. Rye's kind of smart, Wilson.
Dang
she got 2 successes on that. So Rye's fairly, heard from the noises of the unlocking and you bashing things in the room, the noises that came through your headset and all that. Rye, I guess you're going to kind of know that Wilson didn't do something nice to the ship. Okay?
You better tell me why you ripped off the umbilical.
Because the ship was going to explode.
How did you know the ship was going to explode?
I was over there and I heard the sound and I heard a warning, and then I tried to fix it, and then it didn't work, obviously.
Yeah, something about I don't believe you. So you better get walking now. Turn Mother on before I spray the wall with what's left of your head.
I could do that.
Or you died, so...
I could do that too, but
I don't get paid enough to deal with this kind of bullshit, so you better do it before I lose my patience and pull your fucking trigger.
I know. This is a terrible situation we find ourselves in, isn't it?
Yeah, yet you keep talking and my finger is getting tighter on the trigger. So.
And the more I talk, the closer we get to all dying. So do you want to stop, or do you want to let me go take care of this?
Nah, I'm not going anywhere. You're going to go turn Mother on, and I'm going to be right behind you.
Are you, though?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm not going to move.
Y'all are just standing there in the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wilson's just standing there, Rye.
I kick him.
That's not going to help.
No, but it'll make me feel better.
Okay.
Side note, you shoot him in a ball joint, he won't bleed out for like hours.
Question.
Just side advice.
Do you kick him in the taint?
That was rude.
Yeah, would that count as an aimed attack?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's got to be a called shot for such a small target.
So we have a Mexican standoff in the main airlock junction A. Yeah, exactly. Yes, we hear Clint Eastwood, the good, the bad, the ugly. We just got some uglies looking at each other. Back to Miller. You are making your way across the decks. Yep, and you head hold on. Okay. Yep. You make your way running through the areas, and you can make your way into. Let's actually bring this up on the. We will showcase this into the bridge. You see machines, slowly coming up.
Which
you know,
map am I on?
You're on map B. You're on deck B. Yep. Okay. And
where's that confounded bridge?
It's up. It's on the north part of the ship. I just sent you the map, and your token's in there. And you've got machines that you see are, booting on, all slowly, coming to life, and have been coming to life because you got the power on. The blast shutters, everything to see outside are all shut tight. You notice that the command station looks to be intact. There is a holograph display table. It looks like it has been burnt out by fire, because you're noticing there's some fire damage throughout the area, so it doesn't give you a real good display of you think the holograph table is basically used when you're with a vessel like this that could display topography and things outside, not of the ship itself. The sensor station is also damaged by the fire. Life support monitors are bleeping, showing there are 4 beeps going on. You saw 5 tanks that were full. When y'all went through there were you saw 7 total that had things in them. 2 of them looked like they were damaged and cracked open, and the people inside them were nothing more than dried husk of individuals. There were 5 that were misted over, but only 4 of the life support monitors show activity, like actual signs, beep, heart monitors, rates, things like that. The carbon, the air readers and all here show that the air's got issues, that it's there's some,
I was working on the scrubbing.
Yeah, you were scrubbing. Yeah. Don't forget that. Yeah, and Cham found these pods, something growing on several different of the ventilation shaft areas, and he's wiped a few of them out with some flames. But the air quality in here is showing to be of poor quality. Looks like it's breathable, but it's of poor quality. And that it needs time. The scrubbers need to be cleaned and needs to be in play and working. Take some time to get that up and running. The pilot stations. or what you see are an issue. There are 2 of them. Pilot Station 1 has an axe embedded in the console, and it is still there, and it is quite damaged. No ability to use, the readout and any control. Station 2 doesn't, even though it looks untouched, there's no power. Nothing's working in it. Can't tell quite what's going on with it, just as your general look at it for the moment. But there's, no signs of activity on it, no bleeps, beeps, displays, anything like that.
I don't have any comtech skill, but I do have pilot skill. That implies I've worked many piloting consoles before rising to captain. I'm going to look around pilot station number 2, the one without the axe, and I'm going to see if somebody kicked the plug on the bottom where it goes into the floor, see if something's severed, try to make maybe an untrained comtech roll to see if I can figure out why it won't come on. Is there an on-off switch? Somebody turned it off?
You are going to have to take some time. You can make me a comp to go ahead and make me a roll.
So before I do that, just would it occur to me that there might be, like, in case the bridge gets all blowed up, would there be a 3rd pilot station somewhere?
Negatory.
Where
there should be escape pods. All ships have escape pods, but you haven't gone and looked at those yet when something like that happens. Yep.
All right, so I think we're talking comtech. I think we're talking untrained.
You're fine. You can roll me the comtech roll.
So I'll just roll it. Ooh, gosh, only 3 dice. Oh, not good.
Ooh, and a panic on your roll there, pal.
Another stress level, in other words?
You get the stress level, but you got to roll the panic roll. You got to make the panic roll. So
okay.
You basically are unable to... Yeah, go ahead and make the panic roll for me. Okay, so you're at any type of your rolls now using agility or a -2. And we're clear from what we were playing last week and anything like that. You will notice, you're not able to, you're too much, maybe you haven't had a drag on a cigarette in a while, because you are unable to determine exactly anything that what's going on with Station 2. And you do look up, though, and you notice that the life support systems for the ship all bleeping life support crisis deactivated on pods, all pods. That's telling you that the cryopods have all been turned off, that the crew somehow is being revived. And
okay. I think that's Cham that might be doing that.
Well, but no, you see, that's my segue, sir, to Cham as he's running along. We leave Miller as she sees that the life support systems have been turned off so that the crew may be revived, and Cham is running along the hallway, headed toward life support, which is on deck C, right?
A deck. It's cryo.
It's A deck. We're going to A deck. Okay.
On my way, I'm gonna radio over comms. Rye, Miller's in the on the bridge. I'm going for the cryopod. The cryopods to wake the crew. Whatever's going on up there, finish it before we get blown up.
Tell Wilson to get his fucking ass in there and fire up Mother.
Put the gun down.
Yeah, no.
And I make my way to the cryo bay, I guess.
You need to, cryo 1 is where you saw one and 2. Yeah, yep. All right. So you're on the map. So
yeah, I moved myself one space.
Oh, you can move on to the
Okay.
tubes. Yeah, and so you move into there, and you actually see all the tubes have opened up. There are 4 individuals there. The fifth one, there's a woman there, body's not moving at all. But you see 2 men and 2 women, kind of slowly. They're kind of lifting themselves up, unsure, very stiffly moving, yawning, cursing.
I will look at them and okay. No time to explain. We need to get this ship moving. I still gotta work on the air scrubbers. I think it's breathable since you guys are up and route. We need everybody who can fly this thing to get to the bridge and get us moving, because we got a ship outside of, like, right next to us that is in meltdown. So yeah, everybody up, go. I mean, and after, as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to the 5th person. I want to see what that 5th person looks like, if they're maybe revivable.
They look no. This person is dead, and it looks like it was the pilot.
Oh shit!
And you're basically people. There's these 4 individuals are looking at you, and one stands up. It's a male, and he goes, "Hold on! What the hell is going on? Who are you, and why are you in our ship?"
No time to explain. Get your ass to the bridge and go, or else we're all dead. There is a ship not even just like right outside that we came on. We were sent here on a mission to retrieve, rescue, whatever it was. This ship. Ours is in meltdown. It's gonna blow up. We need to get out of here now.
You're standing there doing this. There's a female, black female, little bulky and all that, stands up and moves herself between you and the man that's chatting with you.
Who the fuck are you, and what are you doing on our goddamn ship?
Sounds just
no
like
time
that.
To explain. I've told you this before. If I take time to explain, we're all gonna die. Our ship that we docked.
You've got 3 seconds before I rip out your jugular.
I mean, at this point, you've explained more how you have no time to explain. You might as well have explained.
Where's Fernandez? Where's he at? And then they look over, and they, you see the dead body. Oh no! That this you see another female and another male get up, and they're all kind of looking, and they're, what is going on? Who? And this man that's been speaking with you stands, gets up, basically says, hold on, Valerie, hold on, just dial it down a few notches there. Who are you, and what are you doing in our ship? What is going on here? That's to you, Rye.
To who?
Oh, it's to me.
To Cham. Sorry, to Cham. I get y'all mixed up. Sorry. Yeah. To Cham. I have y'all in the wrong order on the overlays.
We were on route to what planet? Wherever we were going.
You're at a Sutter's
we were
world.
Redirected.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We were redirected because there was I guess you guys have been missing for 75 years or something.
What?
We came to reappropriate, find out what's going on. Our ship had a malfunction. It's gonna blow the fuck up.
You're mumbling and all that. We can't hear you.
Here.
Take your mask off. We're breathing the air. Even though it smells bad, and they all begin to go, and they, but they're breathing air. They don't have cryosuits on.
I took my mask. I take my mask off and explain to them what's going on, and tell them we need to get out of here now. The ship has got to move before we are all atomized.
All right, and so
and by the way, there are three other people here of my crew.
And this woman, that's fine. And this blonde-haired woman she stands up and she's kind of, scratches, looking at herself, God, I hate coming out of crisis like that. She goes, who are y'all with? This is a Weyland-Yutani ship. Who are y'all with? You have no rights being in here unless you're with...
We are with Weyland.
You don't hear that now, Rye. Shush, 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 shush. Y'all might actually hear some of this going on in the intercom. That you can hear Rye, and these new voices are coming across while he's talking and all that. And she goes, "We've got important stuff on our ship that needs to be, artifacts that are very important to get back to corporate headquarters. We will not jeopardize this if some stranger sitting on our ship." And this man kind of gets up, an older looking gentleman. He definitely looks like the nerdish type and all that. And he goes, "Yeah, but," and they're looking around, and where's Flynn? Where's Doc? And they're all looking and all that, and I don't know. He's not in his they run over to his, this man walks over to another tube and looks, and he goes, "Well, he's not in his tube. So, have y'all seen our companion, Dr. Flynn? Is he around the ship somewhere?"
The only thing that we've seen around the ship are really... mutated, morphed...
What?
Creatures.
Everyone was in... What? What do you mean mutated? Please explain.
Well, they had these doing helium-3 or something? Or freebasing something? What the hell are you talking about? Speak sense.
So
we need to get somebody to the bridge to get this ship moving. I'll explain on the way.
He basically, he's looking and he goes, wait a second, we had everybody inoculated before we took off. That doesn't make sense. And he walks over to this table, and there's some urns and all that, and oh boy, if they didn't know. And then he reaches down and he sees some paperwork and all, and he pulls back, and he's got this syringe, and he goes, "The fucker didn't take his inoculation, damn it." And the scientist looks over to you, and it looks to you, Rye, and says, "Well, I'm telling you right now, if y'all have been breathing this air for long, you're in trouble."
Not Rye.
To Cham, I get y'all messed up. I don't know why. So he looks at you, Cham, and he says, "Take this," and I would inject it quickly, because the air here, we're fairly certain that this, what was going on, and unfortunately what we pulled and found in some ancient ruins is the cause of some stuff. We've had some issues and all that, and this is the cure to the what was infecting some of our other crew members. And he said, "If I was you..."
I'll put myself behind Rye so he can't get away.
Cham.
It's Cham. It's Cham.
I'll put myself behind Cham, and basically wedge myself between him and the older gentleman, or basically so that way Cham is between us and Cham can't get past me. This isn't a request.
I've had this suit on until just now. I was working on your scrubbers when everything went to shit on our ship.
Cooper, he's sitting there, and so Reed does that. Go ahead. Sorry, Reed, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
All right. If he doesn't look like he's going to cooperate with getting inoculated, I'm going to grab him.
While you're doing that, y'all all so your sensors are all coming on, and Reed the older man is sitting there, and he just goes, just hold on, let me think. I can't think. Damn it. I hate coming out of cryosleep, man. I get these headaches all the time. Oh, God, this one's going to be bad, I can tell.
He doesn't get inoculated. He's been breathing this shit even over just a few minutes here. We still haven't seen him not getting infected.
He's not a doctor. You would know he's a scientist. Okay. The doc is the one that they were looking for that didn't take the inoculation. And he's like, just hold on, Reed. Just let me think. And while you're sitting there, and this woman, she goes, all right, hold on, just Wicks. Let's get up to the bridge and see what the hell's going on. Reed, bring this one with us. Coop, get your shit together. Check out what's going on in the logs. Who's who, what's happened with the rest of the crew, and we'll all meet up at the bridge. And this woman and, Wicks kind of, the man officer, he goes, kind of, gives her the sideways glance and says, Reed, bring him along. Let's see what the hell's going on up at the bridge. We need to check in with Mother anyway.
All right, bring the inoculation.
Mother's offline. Was offline.
Cooper's got it in his hands right now. He says, hold on, I'll bring it up in a second.
Just so you know, Mother was offline. So.
Well, Wick says, I've got access to her then.
I fixed your reactor. I need to get on these.
What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong. Just enough. This is Wicks.
It was leaking radiation.
I don't know who you are. Reed. He talks again. Crack him across the face. Her across the face. Him. No, it's him. Cham. I keep getting it mixed up. Let's get up to the bridge. And so you've got three of y'all, and let's see. Hold on. Let me get these lovely icons on the. And Cooper goes, the doc. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Damn it, Duffy. Cooper. Scientist. He goes, let me get to. If I can think straight, let me get to the med labs and see what's going on. And so, Reed, you have Cooper. Wicks tells you, let's get moving. And he starts moving. And boom.
You stay in front of me. The Cham.
That's Cham. Cham, you can move. Y'all can move. And y'all come walking. And Miller and Wicks goes, let's go by Mother first. And y'all are walking along, and y'all hear arguing in the hallway ahead of y'all. And y'all come to see Rye and Wilson standing there, and Rye, all of a sudden around the corner, you see people staring at you, and you see Cham being just dwarfed by this tall woman and two other people, another male and another female, all staring at you while you got this shotgun pointed at Wilson.
Are you sure you're here as a group?
Oh, thank God you're here. This man has gone crazy. We're going crazy.
What is going on here? You see this male says, who the fuck are you people? What the hell is going on?
My name is Wilson. I'm from Wayland, whatever, and I was here to try to help your ship, and I was going to bring it back online, but this person here just got with me with a shotgun and was stopping me from doing my job.
Yeah, no, let's relay exactly what happened. We both came up here to get Mother back online.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Out the door. Shut the fuck up.
I'll start coming in with us.
I step through the door. He locks the door, goes up to where the airlocks were, and basically destroys.
Both
the
of you,
umbilical
move out the
linkage.
goddamn way. I turned to our company, to whoever can turn on Mother. Is like, someone
That's
get in
Wix.
there, turn on Mother.
I immediately step out of the way. Please.
Yep.
Please.
Now, you see... Well, Cham, you don't have to whisper to me that. If you're going to try to do that, you just need to announce that out and open there, buddy. So...
So I basically grab a hold of Reed's hand and wrench it off my arm.
Oh, teach. Why don't you go ahead and teach him a lesson there, Reed?
I'm gonna have to.
Well, first, Cham, you can make an unarmed attack to try to pop Reed. Would you please?
Give me a second to target.
This woman is as big as you, just so you know.
I highly doubt it's strong, though.
So now,
Wow.
that's a pretty good roll. So you've got a close combat roll then.
Yep.
Reed. Yep. Uh-oh. I saw 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So
One
that's
success
fine.
each one.
Yeah, you got the 1. Okay. So success. So basically, yeah, Cham's able to probably with the suit and all that on him still, he's able to knock your arm away, and y'all are now staring face to face at each other as Cham has removed your grip from his arm.
I'm quite capable.
Cham's got to take one to the head. Got to teach him a lesson.
Of walking on my own.
Yeah,
I don't need to be drug around and led around like a child.
Okay.
That's what he says as he wrenches her arm off. His arm, that is.
Yeah. Woman behind Reed. Well, so you don't know. There's the blonde-haired woman. Just Reed. Just hold. And she just kind of hold back. Hold on a second. Let's some calmer minds prevail here. Let's just see what the hell's going on. Let's check in with Mother. Mother will give us some more information, and we can tell exactly what the hell's going on. Just keep your eye on them. You know what? I know you know how to handle your own, but let's not escalate this anymore, because all of y'all can in y'all's comms, and they've been hearing also the ongoing countdown with the ship.
10.
Yeah,
9,
and
8, 7.
Yeah, we still got a few minutes here, but y'all come around and the man, he basically steps in, he swipes his card, and he goes through a door into definitely an older Mother mainframe area, and begins to see it's beeping and bopping, and you get some readouts and things like that, and he starts reporting in and all that, and he says, get everybody, he sees what's happening. Mother reports back to some of the damage that's going on upstairs, and he's like he basically turns back and he's looking at all of y'all, and he's pale white. All of a sudden the color's just gone from his face and all that, and he says, move to the bridge now, everyone.
The good news is in, it sounds like.
Yeah, and y'all at the junction, and y'all just know that you have to go down a level from the junction area and get to the bridge. And he says, now! And Clayton and Reed, all y'all kind of chop to it, and we gotta move. And everybody can move to the second level. Let's do that. Unless y'all want to stand each other and still look at each other for a while in the hallway.
I'm on my way to the bridge.
I'm
I
listening.
know when I hear the good news.
Yep. And he sits there and he's still.
Cham as we're going down.
Yep.
So are those two gonna get it over with and shoot each other, or what?
I think they should just get it on.
I have no idea what's going on with them two, but I trust Rye quite implicitly on her judgments.
And y'all begin, though there's no piloting station, y'all begin, some more flickers and all that. And Miller, you begin to see some reactions are coming from the command station. The pilot station, you're looking at a dead station there, and one is, smoke's coming out of it. Maybe it's been trying to work or do things, and the axe is still sitting there, but it's unusable. But the ship does begin to see something. Y'all's horizon begins to change as the ship is doing some type of maneuver.
Hey Duff, can I examine the two pilot stations?
Yes, you may. Are you gonna lower your shotgun to move over to pilot station so you can?
Well, yeah, and basically see if I can figure out what's wrong with Station 2, or if I have to grab parts out of Station 1 to fix Station 2, or vice versa.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah. So you're gonna make a roll. Let's make you a comm.
Can I aid in some way to give him a +1? Tell him what I've already done, anything that I've seen?
Yeah, you actually could have done.
Strange.
Yeah, actually, here, I'll re-roll it. When it revealed.
Might help.
Yeah.
Hang on, did she move up, the blonde?
All of them moving up. Yeah, so y'all are all moving into the deal, and Cham, you can put yourself where you want to, and Wilson, you can put yourself one. And you, Wilson, you notice her uniform, what she's kind of wearing, and you're looking at it, you recognize her as a company, a Wayland Yutani liaison.
Who is this again?
You see this blonde-haired woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's got, though they don't have much on clothes, but something about her you recognize. Yep. Okay,
I'm gonna give the secret Wayland Yutani handshake symbol, so she knows I'm legit.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't recognize it because she's been, in space for over 75 years. So. Okay. Nice try, though. I like that. That was funny. The ship's moving, and y'all hearing the countdown still going on, doot, doot, and y'all are, the ship's definitely, something's happening. But there's no piloting. So Rye moves over to, you can't tell what's wrong with it, but you go, hold on a second, there's something's going on. If this thing's dead, maybe I can scavenge parts. But hold on a second. That you can think, and what you're seeing, you can't really tell, but it's going to take some time and all that. You've got definitely some work ahead of you, but you're thinking that whatever's going on with 2, you're going to pull stuff out of Station 1. Is that, what you're seeing?
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to take some work, but there's, but you're not worried about it right now. The ship's moving, and it needs to get the hell out of the area before the supernova goes off. With the ship,
especially with all that volatile material.
It's got all exactly right. Yep. That's fine. You can grab. Okay, and Reed walks over, pulls out an axe. That came from the supply room. You kind of recognize it, but y'all have no idea what the hell it was. And so now everybody's here, and the male, all of a sudden that was in Mother's room, he comes walking in the door, and he says, "Excuse me," and he taps you, Wilson. You're kind of standing in the doorway there, and he asks you to buy, and he moves his way in here, and he goes, okay, and he kind of looks to Clayton, and he looks at his peeps and all that, and he goes, "We've got problems." And he stops and he goes, "Apologize for being harsh and all that, but you'll understand shortly." And he's addressing the rest of y'all in there, and he introduces himself as John Wicks, and he says, "At the moment, I'm the, basically what's left of the officer crew of the Kronos here. This is to my left here. This is Lori Clayton. She is our Weyland-Yutani rep. Our walking behemoth over here is Valerie Reed. She's head of security, and basically
I tipped the axe off my head.
Yeah. yeah. She runs security, consider herself one badass walking machine, but her bark's worse than her bite most of the time. And they just kind of look at each other and kind of, they have just kind of a laugh, and then somewhere around here,
I chuckle at that, kind of shake my head.
Yeah. And then Dr. Flynn was the other gentleman that's was down with us. Unfortunately, it looks like Dr. Who did I say? Dr. Cooper. Sorry, Flynn was the doctor. Dr. Flynn, unfortunately, we need to find out where he's at, but let's give Cooper a moment to check in with the logs and all that. And he looks at all y'all. Who are y'all, and what's going on?
Allow me to start. My name is Wilson. I am their Weyland-Yutani rep.
Well, technically, the captain should be the one to answer first there, Mr. Rep. Because, captain is always the head of the ship.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Please, Captain, continue.
I've been basically ignoring all this, trying to get the window shutters to pop open.
Oh, you could.
I guess
That's fine.
On the starboard side, so that we can see us pulling away from Montero.
Yep. Once power was up, you could have raised those easily. Not a problem at all. Yep.
It's more suspenseful to have it happen now. Captain Miller, she turns around, chunk, 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 and you can look outside. Yes, Captain Miller. Soon to be a captain without a ship, I'm afraid.
But Wicks looks. He goes, "Do you think that's wise? If we don't get away, and so we're going to need those shields in front of our windows to buffer any explosion."
How many minutes until explosion?
4.
Okay, yeah. I'll give it 2 minutes. I just want to see how.
Yeah, y'all are moving away at a good clip, but he goes, "I got Mother, just got us moving forward, but we need to get those stations operational to gain any control of where we're going here. I hope you're tech."
I will assist Rye with rewiring the station.
So yeah, it's going to take a shift of work. You'll cut your some time in half, but yeah, they're not quite certain. There's some damage there internally, and it looks like it's just fried out. Honestly, Rye, once you're looking at it, there was no power switch. It just it was an overload of some sort, and probably from the power spike that shut everything down. But you're fairly certain that the cosmetic damage that was done to one, the parts inside and all that, y'all can start moving over and getting the second station operational. But it's going to take a few hours of work too. So y'all begin, ignoring the rest of the goobers there. And so yeah.
Oh, by the way, my faceplate is off. I guess they flip up maybe, but I just took mine off and laid it at the command station, and I'm smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Realizing that I'm down to just a little over half a pack. And
yeah.
Oh goddamn! Do we have another dose of the goddamn frickin' inoculant?
Yeah, let's reach out. Give Flint. Yeah, give Doc a few more minutes to see what he can find out. I think he's probably got some. He'll probably. And so this is Wicks. He goes, yeah, he'll probably have to make up some more. But we think if Cooper, I get their names mixed up. Sorry, if Cooper doesn't figure it out, maybe he's got Flynn's. Looks like Flynn didn't take his inoculation, so Cooper's got it. Cooper went to go check some stuff down in the med lab, and
this inoculant. Does it look like those vials that we saw in the the one med bay, the vial, the black stuff?
You didn't have time to look at any of it. You have no idea.
Well, I'll look at it now.
Well, I know what you've got something in your pocket, but the stuff you saw, you have no idea. Cooper has got the syringe. Yeah, you didn't have time to look at it. Yeah. Y'all woke them up, and let's see. Pat, where is my? Oh, did I close? God dang it! I closed those events. I got to get this rule set organized better. Johns begins to tell you that it's important that he figures out how many more of the inoculants he can dream up, because he just kind of looks over at the rest of the Montero crew, and he goes, we sat down on LV 1113 to explore some ancient ruins that were reported us, and Clayton all of a sudden stops and goes, no, it was an archaeological mission. That's all they need to know. And he just kind of looks back at her, and whatever, it's, but the science team collected some important artifacts, and they brought back, we think, some spores attached to them of some sort that infected some of the crew. And we found a couple of these oblong egg sac things were growing on the hull when we took off.
Those are now growing inside the air scrubber shaft. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go take care of that right now.
You can't. You've got work in front of you. You leave the work, the piloting station. Right. You're stuck. But you can at least lean back over your head and say, "Yeah, you blew some up." And they kind of look at each other and go, how's that possible? We got them all.
I cooked about 6 or 8 of them in the air scrubbers. There's probably more because they're not sounding real good. So once I'm done helping my friend Rye here, I'll take care of that.
What did you do with them? And
I burned them. They're still in there.
Okay,
I cooked them.
We need to probably work. Oh, damn it! If those things are disturbed, they let out little motes, which are like fungus spores, and we think that's what got into the crew. And
fire worked pretty well for me.
The science team, Cooper and his team, came up with a way to neutralize the growth that was inside each of the crew members before it turned into, basically just made an inert tumor. Hopefully if he can find Flynn, we can know for certain.
Well, there was, when we got over here, there was a guy sitting in front of a door, and it looks like he ate a shotgun. And then we killed one down in the reactor on whatever.
Killed what?
You killed who?
What?
Creature, big, huge creature, long arms, did not look human. Probably was at one point in time. but we had no choice but to kill it because he was attacking us. And I needed to get in there and repair the radiation leak on the reactor. So, yeah.
I don't understand where are these people? What? They're,
the guy that ate the shotgun, we took him to the med lab. We were going to figure out what happened and why he was looking the way he was. The other one is still down and by the reactor on whatever deck that was. He's kind of cooked and beaten and whatever it was. It's still down there, so if you want to grab it, you're more than welcome to.
Isn't there one in the med bay too?
Yeah, that was the actual one that ate the shotgun.
Yeah.
He's the one we took to the med bay. The other one's still
damn
down.
It! And they're looking at you'll see that the Kronos group are kind of staring at each other back and forth. These unspoken words, to each other. And Wix is just going. He goes over to the comm bay area and he dials up some stuff and he goes, Cooper, you in med bay? And he crackles back, yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to. Just this damn headache. I'm trying to find some aspirin real quick. And he goes, don't. And Wix goes, hold on, we'll come down to the med lab and figure out what the hell's going on. And he says, everybody, the ship is moving forward. In fact, there's nothing much we can do at the moment. And he's saying, let's get down there and look. And all of a sudden you hear Cooper go, no, hold on. I'll come up there in a second. Let me bring the notes. You're going to want to see this. And I'll be there in a sec. And he goes, okay, we're holding out here in the bridge dock.
Have you got inoculations?
And he says, I've only got the one. Hold on. Something's missing. There's one missing out of the urn. Some of the stuff's missing. What the hell? Some of the original material is missing. Damn it. That stuff gets hot. We're in trouble. Supposed to, there was 4 vials here. There's one missing. So, and he goes, I'll be there in a sec. And he comes, so y'all are chatting and Wix kind of, goes in. It's, we were fairly certain, and the doc was fairly certain that the inoculations, it seemed to work. None of us, had issues. Those who didn't get the inoculation in time, didn't make it. We lost many of our crew on the surface of the planet. And Clayton goes, just don't worry about that. I'll get it in all the reports. They don't need to know what they need to know. And boom. So you're all chatting, and then all of a sudden there's not much longer that Cooper walks in. Where is Coop? Coop! Come here, Coop! And he kind of moves in, and he comes over here, and he throws down some books and all that, and he goes, he all kind of move to look what's happening, and he says he holds down this, he's got a syringe, and he goes, well, we're going to have to make some of these quick, for the rest of the crew. I can give one of y'all, he looks to Cham, or to Rye and to Cham, and or the captain, he says, Captain, you might want to take this, for you first, to make sure we don't lose your, ability to pilot and all that. And he kind of lays it on the display table, and it looks just like a regular syringe, but you can't tell, you can't see. It's, metal shaft, nice long protruding little needle type deal, but you don't see anything inside. But he goes, someone needs.
I pick it up, I put it up to my neck, jab it.
Need to take it?
Put it up to my neck and jab it in.
See, okay. Twinkle Toes, when someone offers you an inoculation, you take that shit in the fucking biohazard zone, yellow champ.
And he goes, oh, okay, well, I got to work on that. And he goes, damn, if I could just and he just kind of, you see him, he's just kind of sitting, and he stops, and he's just rubbing his temples. He goes, I need some fucking aspirin. Has anybody got any aspirin, some Stems?
How about some nicotine?
And he goes, I don't smoke. No, you don't smoke in a ship, you idiot. You know what happens if you light up this oxygen wrong? And he, I mean, he just kind of goes, but yeah, so, and he kind of reviews information that y'all already, the Montero crew already knows. We've been, looking at Mother, and then once Mother came up, he checked in with some, we've been floating in space for 75 years, folks, and the rest of the, Kronos crew's going, they all just kind of, what? Yeah, 75. What's that noise? Who am I hearing? Is that Jeff? That maybe someone's giving me some feedback.
Probably me.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of explains to his crew, we're floating in space, and the rest, what I saw down there was one of you. He looks to Reed and he says, Reed, yeah, it was Patrick. Something was wrong with him. He took his own life by the looks of it, blew his own head off. And that's the body that y'all found the shotgun with, basically. He goes, they had Patrick's body, but I haven't found the doc yet. And he's...
Just by the reactors.
All right, we'll do that in a second. And he reviews a few more things, and he goes, yeah, we need to, there's a missing vial of the last of the official material that we had stored away. But it wasn't all put up properly yet for long haul storage. It was in its freezing solution, but if I remember correctly, and he said, I think there was 4, and maybe there was only 3, but I thought there was 4 vials of the original solution, and he just kind of he's reaching his head.
How many vials did you guys see? You guys apparently went down to the med lab. I turned to the crew of the Montero.
I was focused on getting the whatever it is out of the uniform so I could see.
Okay, you're done. Next.
I was just helping the captain.
Next.
I was being held by this crazy woman.
Next. Never went to the med lab.
Yeah, Rye never went to the med lab, so.
No.
What?
Message. Just message.
Fantasy
grounds.
In fantasy grounds. On fantasy grounds.
Or not? Yeah.
Hold on.
It was a question because I'm not sure if there's actually something if that's even possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So while you're chatting and all that, and you get the answers from everybody. This doesn't make sense, The blue moon, reaching over to look at the stuff on the table, and he just basically, Cooper, he said, next couple of sentences he's explaining stuff, his words get turned sideways. He uses, adjectives and verbs wrong. He just he's muttering to himself, and just, then there was Lady Luck. She just flew past the cow, and
something's not right with him.
And,
is his head getting long?
Hang on.
His head elongated.
I just reach over on Coop, give him a couple good slaps to chops, and say, "Hey, come on, stay with us."
He's infected.
You slap him, and he just what the hell? And he just falls backwards onto.
And his arms are really long.
No, he's fine, but he just his body just lifts as you hit him. He lifts up, and he just, this convulsion hits him and lifts him up, and he rises up and then lands straight back on top of the hollow display table here. and you just kind of see him, his arms kind of, son of a bitch, and his legs and his, his arms kind of stretch out tight real quick, and then he just kind of rocks back in.
Weapon now.
And he holds his hand. He holds his head, and all of a sudden you hear this crack. And you see no.
Oh no.
No. You don't get this yet, there, pal.
Damn it!
You get to see this all in its glory, and you hear this crack, and all of a sudden you see his hand reaches for his face. And his eyeball, his right eyeball, all of a sudden just goes, and it shoots out of his head, and it's gonna hit.
I'd like to catch it.
Make a ranged attack.
Can I catch his eyeball?
Shush you! It's gonna hit Wilson. It's gonna hit Wilson. Oh. Wilson, it just kind of hits you in the forehead. And it falls down and kind of rolls on the table a little bit, and it's and it's still got the eyeball in the stalk, and y'all are seeing this, and as Wilson's got this little bit of blood kind of coming down his face, and then you hear this, and you see this bony white hand claw thing come out of the eye socket and reach over the face, grabbing the jaw, and pull up the head, and another claw comes out of the mouth and basically rips the jaw. It's kind of how you do jaw, just kind of pulls it apart, and you see this bony head go come crawling out in these spindly little legs and all that, and it just goes kapoosh, sitting on the table going and looks at y'all. All of you get stressed.
Now, did this happen up on the bridge?
It's in front of everybody sitting there right now.
Well, I'm still working on the pilot station.
Yeah. But y'all hear some of this, so y'all stopping and looking because you're all around the holo table. Yeah, Jeff. The station where y'all are working is right next to the table, and everybody's standing looking at it. And the eyeball just hits the table, then rolls off, and kind of you see it bounce a couple times, maybe on the floor too, right there in front of Wilson. And then it kind of stops and it's looking straight up at Wilson.
Yeah, I was just asking because I'm kind of theater of the mind at the moment.
And all this, but the main thing is you hear these tendons and you hear bones splintering and, cracking and all that. And this gurgling is what was Cooper's head and face, just kind of ripped apart. And this creature comes out of his mouth and the neck area, just kind of rips itself out. And it's got a spiny back, that kind of cuts some of the flesh in half as it's kind of using these fins along its back and spikes to use as like a knifing, and it just kind of moves and the flesh just parts. We're using it to rip itself up out of the body, and they're all everybody all just start shrinking, and this burst thing just goes stares and looks at all y'all, and then what the hell?
Down.
Burn it! Unfortunately, Cham is the flamethrower is on the ground, right? Who had the flamethrower? Wasn't that you, Rye?
It was given to me.
Yeah, but you're working
so that I could.
Yeah.
So that I could burn the crap out of the scrubber.
So those two are down on the
right behind me.
Yeah, but y'all are down. Yeah, but so this thing's happening and you're watching, and y'all, all of you. Yes, not your gung-ho son of a bitches right now are all in shock. I want to nip that right in the bud right now as this thing just came out of this goober's face. Now.
Talent.
Yeah, I know. Y'all gonna have, you've got a talent, and even Rye, or Cham, who's got I think it's actually Rye who's got the long haul, but I think that's only on... nothing surprises you, but you think once per act in cinematic play, if you want to try to make she can ignore any failures. So this thing I got to figure out. It's going to move on somebody real quick though, so I got to figure out who that is. Oh, okay.
So we're all standing there in a circle watching this thing tear its way out of a body.
And it out of his head. Yeah.
And it gets a free attack.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Okay, so y'all might think you actually are badasses, but this happening in space of something that you've never seen or done before probably would make you all shit in your pants. Let's just get real. None of y'all would survive in aliens, though you may think you could, and every one of us wants to believe that we would be the ones alive in a zombie apocalypse, but most of us would be dead. So let's be honest. So, but y'all all, but Reed yells out, kill it now! And this thing will get, where is it? I have one. It is such a nice little creature. Shows up. Very small though. You can't really see it. But there it is. But it is very small. It's not grown at all. But it has we can roll we can do initiatives. So let me go over here 1 second and get the initiative order, and let me clear that.
I'm going to use pull rank and command it to attack Wilson.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So.
Cold-blooded.
I know. Y'all can open up the initiative order table, and y'all may grab your card and change your initiative, please. Cham is a 2. All right. Wilson.
Is that the combat tracker? Where's the initiative?
It's a table. It's a table, so you got to open it up and pull a card from it.
Yeah, once he gave it to us the first time, I just drug it down to my action.
Wilson.
It's a table. That doesn't mean anything to me. It's a table.
It's on the tables on the right hand side, Eric. You've got an option that says tables, right? An icon. If you don't, you need to go turn it on in your library.
Characters, notes, images and maps, story, NPCs, items, vehicles, stars.
Go to library.
Go down to library. Down to the bottom. Click on library.
Yep.
And when up at the top, turn it on the top. There's some check marks. You need to click tables on.
Tables is clicked on.
No, it needs to have a white.
It is white and filled.
Okay, if it's filled, no, actually make it black. It's the other way around.
Gotcha.
I need to have him put check marks in there instead of that way.
Yeah. Okay, now I see tables.
There you go. Now open up. Okay, Wilson, what did you do? Wilson got a 4. Okay. Reed got a 5. Miller, waiting on you, and I'm gonna grab one for.
I think I got a 3. Do you see it?
You did. Okay, and Rye got a. What did I roll? A 6. And the creature gets a
7.
A 1. Oh, the creature's gonna go last.
Oh.
But
I thought 1 was first.
1 is first. That's right. I forget. It's the low to high.
Wow.
Nice knowing you, suckers. Okay. The creature pulls itself completely, like I said, out of his head, screeching at you. It this translucent white thing shrugs off the placenta that is inside this guy's head and was building there.
Gross.
Struggling to stand on 4 wobbly fawn-like legs, shaking brain matter from its spiky hide. This blood-bursting creature turns its bulbous eyeless heads towards one of you, crouches, and jumps. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we have more than that. I need to put Cham, Wilson, NPCs. Where y'all at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting the NPCs in. Cooper's on the table. Clayton. Reed's already there. Wicks. And who do we have? Clayton. Well, I have Clayton. I've got Johns. Who am I missing? Reed. Oh, that's it, right? There should be 5, 6, 7. There were 8 total, right? And Cooper. Yeah. Okay, so that's why. Sorry about that. All right, so I needed. Oh, I don't have a D8. So how do I? I'll roll one on my own.
Clean up aisle bay, aisle 3, aisle table.
Here. Right. Where's my? You know what? We'll cross gaming platforms, and we'll use the original D8 dice from the original D&D box back in the early '80s that I still have.
There's still technically 4 more initiative orders on the table there, Duff.
Or Duff, you could use this Praetor's Reject set of dice.
Shh. There you go. That's right. No, I'm there. I'm only worried about y'all that are in the. So I got 8. I'm not worried about the Wicks and Clayton. They are sitting there in fear. The 5 of y'all are the ones that are really on the Bloodbuster, but they could get attacked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Rye, you're welcome. This thing slides across the table right at Rye. As a slow action, it sprints as it has 2 runs through 2 and engaged, and directly into engaged from the target. So it moves at this lightning speed. And it has tables. Oh, I actually can change NPC. Yep, Bloodburster attacks. Where's my table? Bloodburster attacks. Oh boy. The Bloodburster bites the victim's legs. Roll for their attack using 6 base dice. Damage 2. If the attack causes damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury. 53. Even if the victim is not broken. Trigger an immediate panic roll. You're welcome, Rye. 6 base die on Rye. Does that mean I missed, right?
No successes?
No successes, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we see the roll.
It's in the chat window. Yeah.
We turned it off so we couldn't see.
We can't see your rolls.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yep.
You can't see my rolls at all. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We turned it off that way, so we.
Okay. I have no successes, so it basically tries to bite Rye's leg and hump it, and it is unsuccessful in doing so. And then right after Bird, okay, it tries to latch onto his leg and fails to do that. Then that moves to Cham.
I will use the big long pipe that I picked up earlier.
Unarmed? Yep, you can. Yep. Okay.
And I got it. So confusing. Let's see, was it main? Nope. Oh, it's just, I just got to drag my close combat.
That's right. That's correct.
We'll see if it actually works, because I've got it targeted.
2 successes. You got a success with a success.
Yep.
So you hit it.
So I hit it, and it does the normal unarmed 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
That's fine. Yeah, it does 1 damage. Yep.
And with that second success, it's going to take 2 damage. And I'm going to add another one to it.
All right, it takes the hit. You just kind of crack it, like you think you've just smashed it like a fly swatter. And that is a... So it gets the 2 HP. Yeah, takes the damage. And let me see what happens when I do this. Bloodburster's broken. That's right. And I should do a critical injuries on the Xenomorphs. Yep. You smash it, but you pull it back, and you see this thing, it's splayed onto the table and all that. But then you begin to see it starts reaching down, and its 4, appendages, and pulls itself back up off the table, standing there, blood coming out of, it's maybe some of its ears. It may have more than 2 ears. I don't know. Its mouth. You've damaged it, but it is still alive.
All right. That shit's freaky, and that's the end of my turn.
Miller?
Okay, I've been typing in the chat. Do you kind of see the stuff that I did a couple turns ago? Shutting the blast doors.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Am I taking any negative physical effects?
All of y'all take a point of stress on this too. Sorry. Yep.
From having injected.
No, you're fine right now. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
No, aside from being stress level 4.
Yeah, y'all got stress. Yeah.
Where is this thing specifically located?
On top of the table. He just saw it. It's on top of the table, next to Cooper's body, and you saw Rye had a little pipe, and swung down and splatted it. You thinking, would kill anything like that? Cham, God dang it, Cham does it. I'm gonna get it right one of these days. You're so much like a female already. That's what it is, Gary. Wow.
So I pull out my M4A3 service pistol, and I line up a shot, and I take it. Unfortunately, that doesn't. Although it's in my inventory, I don't think I see it. Oh, a script error. Come on now.
It's just your ranged combat.
It's just a ranged weapon. It just tells. Yeah, it has the stuff on it. You just go to your front of your character sheet and grab range and drop it in. There you go. And you rolled a what? Let's see. I didn't see it.
He's got a panic.
Oh no!
He's got a panic.
That is an automatic failure. Hopefully, you just didn't shoot one of your companions.
It's too late. It's too late to try to push that and do it again.
You can't push a failure. Can't push a failure at all. Yep. Unfortunately.
Trying to use the game rules here. So.
Yep. That's
whatever.
So that means you must roll your panic.
Duff. You can push a failure. You can't push a panicked roll.
You can push. I thought the facehugger meant the thing automatically failed. Everything failed.
You can push a failed roll unless it's got a facehugger.
That's right. I'm sorry. If you don't have a success, you may push that roll. That is correct. But because the facehugger, he can't do anything anymore on that type of deal. He basically has to. He takes the. You take the panic roll and you give yourself a stress.
I roll the panic roll. It's a 5 plus 4.
You drop.
I drop it.
Yep. You drop it jams and you drop it on the ground as you shake again. Wilson, you got hit in the face with an eyeball?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna run out of the room.
Had to wait till he was drinking to say that.
Okay, you may move through one zone. Yep, that's into the new zone. Okay.
Yep.
And anything else?
That's it.
He passed.
Yep. Reed?
All right. I take my axe and I persuade. Basically, I'm gonna smack it with the axe. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't have it's still an unarmed attack. You would think I don't have like improvised weapons because I don't know if that would maybe like So.
Damn. All right, we're gonna push that
face
roll.
huggers, which is good.
Yeah.
I think that. Oh. But wait, hold on.
Yep. What are you gonna do?
I have something that will for that. So we'll make our panic roll first.
Okay, go right ahead.
Because then we'll see if we get an effect.
Okay. She sure does. Yeah, nicely done. Keep it. No, you just keep yourself in check.
Yep.
So basically, the axe, you swing down to hit the creature, but instead it impales in the dead body of Cooper.
Bitch.
Okay. Anything else, Reed?
No,
I love this game. Okay. Yep. It was a. Rye, what are you gonna do?
Well, actually, wait a second. It says you can trigger the overkill effect when you make a panic roll. Didn't say an effect, so what's the overkill effect?
Overkill effect is back up to close or is it ranged combat? Sorry, it's ranged. I think overkill's just in ranged. I think. Overkill or overwatch? See, that's
Overkill.
One second, let me look.
Overwatch would be ranged.
Yeah, that's right. Let me bring that up. That's under special overkill. You don't run. Instead of panicking in the face of mortal danger, you can turn your fear into aggression and use it as a weapon against your enemy. You can trigger the overkill effect when you make a panic roll. See page 104. And when all else fails, get the book. Overkill talent lets you replace the effects of a panic roll with panic roll result of 11 or higher by the overkill effect. So what was your panic? Yeah, so you can't use it.
11 or higher.
Yeah, it has to be letter. If any of the enemies in sight, as long as you're in sight, when triggering overkill, you must immediately attack your enemies, and you won't stop until you or all enemies in sight are broken. Also, all PCs in short range of you will make immediate panic roll. You go into berserk mode, basically.
I love it.
Okay.
So can we say I wouldn't have shat my pants on this one? I just would have gotten mad.
Yeah. And you embed the axe. You were trying to swing, and instead it lands in the dead body of Cooper as he's twitching there dead on the table. Rye. Did we lose Jeff? Uh-oh.
Appears that way.
Okay. Well, Rye, negatory. I don't think she's got bolt gun. Yeah, but she wouldn't. The weapons and stuff on the ground, so she could take a turn to grab that stuff and pick it up. I think as an action, a fast action. I think.
I would. You know what? That sounds pretty reasonable in this case, since we don't know where he is. If he does happen to connect back in the meantime, he'll at least be armed.
Yeah, he's reaching, scrambling. She is scrambling up and over Cham, who's there trying to swing at stuff, and all this hell in the handbasket. Well, yeah, Wicks and Clayton, they just are back because they just watched one of their companions. They're basically, oh my God, their mouths are, their jaws dropping. Oh, he just texted me and power outage bad. Went to parents' house, going to try. Oh, he's moving. Oh, he's trying to move to a new location. Cool. Okay. So he's getting hit by the storms pretty bad. If you saw my post, we had clear weather yesterday morning. Yesterday evening, we had tornadoes dropping down in Dallas-Fort Worth. And then this morning, we awoke to snow. Go figure. Okay. So they're both kind of cowering in fear. This creature, taking the blunt force trauma that Cham gave it, just screeches, gives you the finger in some form or fashion there, Cham, and y'all see it run, and it blasts right through the ventilation cover that is on the ground and disappears in the small little shaft. And y'all hear it just moving away, running along.
For Wilson.
And y'all know that those shafts go up and down and all over the place, but they are very, very small. A small y'all can get into them and move, but if you remember Aliens, those shafts, but they are, very tight, cramped quarters. But this thing moved at a ungodly speed. Is Jeff joining us? Oh my God!
Maybe.
1 second, folks.
Don't curse it.
While he's doing that, I think I'll go refresh my drink.
Yeah, let's take a break for a second. Let him get dialed in. We didn't take an intermission last time, and we went 5.5 hours and damn near killed all of us. Oh, I killed one of them. So we will hold for about 10 minutes. We'll pick it back up here at the top of the hour. Okay, folks? And see what trouble we can get into.
Yay.
Yep, good job. So it's a little bit better, and we have an explosion that is about to go off. So
10, 9.
exactly. So, okay, we'll be back in a second, folks. Take care.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
We just have a new home once it gets here.
Yeah, I got to send it to you. I haven't done it yet. I've been busy.
I'm just busting your balls. Take
There you are.
all the time you need, man. I'll just keep reminding you every week or so.
This is how damn it, I screw up. I've got you two inverted. Hold on. Oh, damn. I got Ryan Cham in the wrong spots. Oh.
I'm sorry to interrupt you when you're about to throw stuff, but I figured, you were about to, after you said the African lady, it's like, yes, I need to sit here and step in and say something.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Take that off.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, make sure. Alright, let me see. Let's read. Let's get everybody in the right damn boxes. Alright.
It's like I'm disconnecting and reconnecting here.
Well, we're used to that with you, Eric.
Yep.
So
Understood.
Alright. Cham's in the right place. I had one overlay right. Wow, what do you know? I'm a smart dude. Okay. So what I do need to do, though, is I did not give Rye. You need to get 2 points of stress for what's been going on.
One out of 5 ain't bad.
So, okay. Boom. So.
I also need the map, though. Wait, I might be able to get it. Where are we at?
I'll send it to you. Yep.
That description for Overkill definitely sounds like that. That'd be something
also
into the drag and drop into the talent thing, just so that way
What's
we're
that?
not having to refer to a book.
The Overkill?
The Overkill description.
He might. No, I'll look.
I think it is.
Talents. Let me see. Talents.
Yeah, I opened it up and it says go to page 104 because you were reading off that same page.
It does. I'm going to add that in there. Just going to put the extra drop down in there to make sense. So.
Oh, yeah, because Overwatch is in there, but Overkill's not.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it needs to be added in the quote-unquote story.
Cool. All right.
Your
Are we?
video is very
Dark.
ominous looking.
It is, isn't it?
It's because he doesn't have his normal lighting set up.
Yeah. And I'm not in the house, so.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm on laptop using a laptop webcam.
I got my popcorn because this shit's getting real.
You were living for that moment.
Boy,
to
Duff,
happen.
I hope you
You
don't.
were, man.
Man, that's just the start, folks.
That was your payoff for this session, at least.
I was
right there.
supposed to,
You were
that
like,
was actually supposed to happen the end of last sessions, but you guys are snails. Okay, so if you think that's supposed to happen last session, okay,
So,
let's get back to this.
I
What's
see
that?
Jack in chat. He hasn't said anything, but he does.
He drops in there and watches from time to time. Yep. And I see Jay sitting out there and a few others. Welcome, any and all. I think Dave was streaming tonight, so I'm assuming that probably a lot of people are over there checking him out. And people just don't love me anymore. That's all. So that being said, let's get back to the game. Because we got something to deal with as y'all are sitting there. So Jeff, I'm not sure what you remember or you were listening or could hear, but
the eyeball. That was about when everything started going to hell.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there were several attacks onto the creature. It charged actually Cham and tried to bite him in the leg and failed.
No, it charged.
Did it charge Rye? Did it charge Rye? Okay.
Yep. Yes.
It charged you and it tried to bite you in the leg. That's right, and missed. And then Cham slapped it with the his metal pipe. Thought you squished it, but it rose. It picked itself back up. Then Miller was going to try to shoot it. She freaks out and drops the gun.
Of course.
Wilson runs out the door. Basically, runs away. Yeah. Yep. Reed, your space marine. She. What did you try to do? Oh, the axe. Tried to use the axe.
And buried an axe in the body.
Doctor's. Yeah, the doctor. Actually, the axe got buried in the doctor's chest. Other two, they just kind of backed up because they just watched one of their companions. They don't have the intestinal fortitude like Reed has, and they just kind of backed up and gasping as they were had watched this happen. And you moved to grab your shotgun and get up to shoot this thing, and it basically just leapt off the table and went right through the little ventilation shaft cover that's right beside where y'all are standing and disappeared into the ventilation shaft. And all of y'all are standing there all looking at each other like, just what the hell happened. And the original crew members, y'all hear 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Brace for impact. Safety on all weapons.
And the ship, all of a sudden, y'all feel it because actually, you did. Did you shut the doors back up? I can't remember. Did you tell me that, Eric?
I certainly did.
The doors.
I also set the safety on my pistol.
Well, you dropped the pistol.
Yeah, the pistol's on the ground.
Yeah, the pistol's on the ground. So,
and you were trying to take a shot with it.
Yeah, it's off actually. And for a moment, y'all feel it. You don't see the flash, but you feel the flash. And then the ship just kind of all of y'all just got lift up as this concussive explosion just nails the ship and flings all of y'all around the bridge area. I'm going to need agility rolls. Straight up agility rolls from all y'all. Please.
Even me?
Oh, yeah. Everybody. You're in the hallway. Yeah. The whole ship, basically, gets lifted up.
Agility or mobility?
Agility to keep your self alight and all that. So all successes mean you kept your feet, you were able to, and you slam against stuff, no hurts. Miller, you got a panic roll.
Must not be a very good captain if she panics all the time.
You are frozen by fear and stress for 1 round. Losing your next load, that's fine. Miller's she's got a puddle of something on the floor. And, the other NPCs just all kind of get flung around. That's all I wanted to know. And y'all can all have stress to take that along with you. You're welcome.
That's fine. I need to roll high for any. I need higher stress rolls anyway.
Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, thanks, man. I was like, aliens attacking!
So, we'll call that is over with. I would like to do what I whispered.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, Rye, you get up, or Cham. God dang it. Cham, you get up, and Cham goes over to examine the doctor's body. You may do that.
I think I'll go over to
Do I need to roll
Cat
anything?
Miller,
Nope.
slap her around a little bit, and say, hey, here, come on, come back. We ain't got time to lay here and bleed.
I will look at the other crew, and I will pull a vial off the Connor, whatever the hell his name. Cooper. I'll pull that vial off. I'll pull the vial off of Cooper. So, what is this?
Where'd you get that? Clayton, the agent, comes over there and grabs that from you and goes, "What are you doing with that? Give me that!" And she goes, "Oh no!" And she wrestles it from you, and she goes,
"It was on Cooper's body."
God dang it! And she goes, "We got to get this back down to the bay. This got to get in the cryo tube, the urn it was placed in, to keep it in stasis. God help us if this thing breaks now. It would infect."
What is it?
It is nothing you need to know about. She goes, "I'll take care of this." And she basically starts to move off. And she goes by you. She's looking at Wilson.
She walks by me, I'm going to say, "Is there anything I can help you with?"
No, she does. She goes, "No, there's not." She goes, and then she goes,
"If there's anything I can do, please let me know."
and she just kind of, no, and she guys kind of leans, stops at him, leans toward him a little bit, staring at him. Y'all see her just kind of, she's staring at you. Her back's to y'all, and then she then goes by him, "Excuse me," and y'all see her heading off. Now, what are we doing?
Still fixing a pilot station with.
Y'all can start working on that. Wicks gets some stuff up, and he's kind of looking around, and he goes, "Rita, hey, would you grab Coop's body and stick him in? Well, put him somewhere. Put him over in one of the. Put him in the. Stick his body. I don't want to put him in the mess hall. We need actually. If you do me a favor, would you go take his body? We'll put it in. We'll take it down to the cargo bay to freeze it out. But we need to check our reserves. We need to check what we have and what's still viable, and even what we have, available for food and all that." So basically, Wicks asked you, Reed, to take Cooper's body and go stick it down in the cargo bay. Would you do that, please?
Yep. And I'll stop by the locker and grab a shotgun or my weapon, and the rest of the clothes I should try and put on at this stage.
Yeah, they don't have any clothes on, really.
I say we blow his body out of an airlock.
Shut your hole. We're following the captain of this ship.
Who is the captain of this ship, by the way?
He is.
Saying.
Well, Wicks basically is the commanding officer of this vessel. His rank is not higher than yours, but it's his. They're his vessel.
Which one is Wicks? The guy with the beard?
Yeah, right next to Reed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to use the command station to see if I can get the onboard ship sensors to detect life forms other than those of us that are present here, and the one individual. No, we don't have somebody down doing flamethrower. She's here. So I know before we've done like motion sensor detectors and.
Well,
where is this little fucker, Duff?
Well, there's the who's got the zinger?
I do.
Yeah, the ship doesn't have anything like that, but that handheld device does.
Who is I do?
Right.
Okay.
Just wanted to plant the suggestion that
so
kind of keep track of where that little fucker is.
Yeah, so you and Wix basically, having this semi kind of looking at each other on this thought, who's in command and all that. And Mother chirps back some information to you that, and you'll see a ship assessment report is run it. And the Mother comes back with multiple issues to deal with. The comm array where the ship is down is going to, and she's telling you no abilities to transmit in and out. The engines, though, in basically, what's the word? What's the non-warp speed term?
Sublight.
Yeah, what are they using in Star Trek? What is their term? They
impulse
drive. Impulse. Yeah. So the impulse drive. Basically, you were able to get it far enough away. Thanks, guys. I couldn't remember. I'm not supposed to, mishmash the realms up here, but the engines are going to take a lot of work to get back online. And y'all got your reactor you've kind of cleaned up, but the engine still are not reporting at full function. And then the air scrubbers still, all of y'all are noticing there's still this smell in the air and all that. And there's some work that needs to be done on those guys.
Yeah, I don't notice. All I smell is cigarette smoke.
I put my mask back on too.
You're gonna put your whole suit back on?
Well, the suit was on. I just took the mask off so I could talk to the.
So you're gonna go back into your. Okay. I need a air roll from you.
Okay.
Then.
Let's see. That would be.
It should be just 5. You just basically grab 5 die.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you were running low. You were past half full on your tank. But they'll see Cham drop his face mask back down, looking at everybody. He doesn't want to breathe in the same air that y'all are breathing.
Are there places on board this ship where you could plug in and refresh your air supply?
You can go find.
Not get the alien clap that's on the ship.
So, you would have to go down to the vestibules that you see on your ship map, where some EVA suits and kind of where other stuff is stored at. You would have to head down there. Yep. Possibly to recharge and to resupply oxygen if you wanted to try to use the internal oxygen supply of the ship to fill up the tanks.
I'm also heading for the air scrubbers.
You're gonna leave Rye though working on the piloting station.
I'm sure Rye's got it.
Rye, you can go ahead and give me a. So you got to. Rye knows that she's got. Since we're helping her, she's going to cut the shift down to a couple hours of work. But I need a heavy machinery roll from you, Rye.
Heavy machinery or Comtech?
Heavy machinery, my friend.
Oh God.
And basically, I guess I'm heading to the vehicle bay.
Okay. Yeah, you're headed down. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. And y'all saw Clayton run off, and Wilson apparently has gone off too. Disappeared. I'm just going to put y'all.
Actually, before I go, there was a flamer over there.
There was a flamer that was theirs.
I've got it now.
I'm gonna take that flamer.
It's already back in my hands.
Oh.
Because I'm going to clean out the air scrubbers.
All right. Well, I had to put a hole in the hole. I guess I got to put a hole in the hole.
Captain Wick, with your permission, I would like to accompany Rye.
Wick turns to you and kind of goes, "Oh, you outrank me. What?
You're the
my
captain
name's
of this ship.
Yeah. Everybody just calls me Wick. Wick Johns is my name, but you can just call me Wick.
This is your ship. I accede to your command."
And he looks down to see, sure, Captain Miller. If you'll, I'm still kind of foggy on everything that's going on. Please, feel free to interject or give me your opinions on stuff right now, because though I may be head officer in here, I was not, the head captain of this
My
ship.
opinion is sending single individual on and about this ship is a fool's errand. We should at least be paired up. With your permission, I will accompany Rye. Or who is it that's going down to do the flaming? Is that Cham?
That's Cham.
Okay, then strike
Cham,
that.
yeah.
I will accompany Cham, as I've done before, just to watch his back as we attempt to deal with these grapefruit melon pods.
Okay. I will hear him. Come back and let me know as soon as you find, you get that operational. I'm going to continue to work and get to look at the stations here and work and see what else Mother can tell us about what's going on while your tech gets that piloting station in play.
I do have piloting skill. I'm perhaps not the best flyboy you may come across, but nevertheless I have had formal training, and I will accompany Cham to.
Okay. All right.
Technically, you'd be a fly girl.
Understood. Trying to be, kind of gender neutral, sort of, kind of.
All right. No. All right. Okay. So let's do one thing at a time first. We'll kind of off the map. We're not, though the map's not showing on stream. Let's talk to Reed. So Reed, you make your way. From here, where are you going when you're leaving this part of the ship? Are you going down? Are you going to the EVA suits first? Are you going to? Well, basically, he wanted you to go dispose of the body and then check out supplies, food and water supplies, stuff like that.
EVA suit. I'm gonna EVA suit. Then I'm gonna go down to retrieve weapons.
You're gonna put on an EVA.
Yep.
Those are huge. They're not like the ones they have on. Y'all's are a lot older. So when you first walk into the room there, you almost drop the body and stop in your pants, because it looks like there are these two large, massive creatures standing there, and then you catch your breath and all from everything's going on, because actually they're this EVA suits. They look like huge stalkers. When you
think astronaut suit, pretty much.
It's yeah. But you can
am I going to
fit
down the junction holes with the EVA suit on?
That's fine. It just takes you a long time, but you also have this body.
That's what I'm asking. With the body and the EVA suit, am I going to be able to transverse the ship?
Not the EVA suits.
Okay,
not really.
Then I got to leave the EVA suit.
Yeah.
So it means I go down to the next level, which is where the cryopods were, which our gear should be around there somewhere, right? Or is that in the stowage up here?
They've got 2 floors. He wanted you to go dump the body first and then check supplies.
Right, but I need to. I'm pretty sure he wants me to come back in one piece, so I should have a weapon.
Oh, my bad. You can go check. Yes. Okay, so you're going to go to level C then. Let me make sure.
The armory's on level B.
Actually, it's where it's their store. It's corporate suites. You're going to go straight on down to the living area, Reed, to get you. All the living area stuff is just in the middle of the ship there, and you can get to one of your rooms, crew quarters, and then you make your way back up to the armory. You want to get your shotgun.
Yep.
You also, so you get your clothes, you get dressed. You will make your way back. You grab your shotgun. You will also notice that you still, there is still one pulse rifle with one reload and a reload of shotgun shells left on the floor.
I will take the reload of shells with me.
You notice that when you can't figure out what's happening, well, let me actually tell you. I will put this here. Whisper this to you, since we now have to separate everybody.
Split the party, Duff.
Yeah, and
got it.
Hold on.
Man, I'd give my left tip for a fucking smart gun right now.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Reed's off doing that. Oh boy, we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm sorry. I have to. Okay, so we're gonna, guys. Wilson, get your headset on. Okay, I'm gonna pull. Yeah, so hold on. I'm gonna go. The rest of y'all are gonna go dark for a second here. I've got to have Wilson and a discussion with Wilson in the private room here. So one sec. Okay, the fun stuff. The chat. I mean, so stream can hear this. So Clayton, when y'all get off into your own, she basically goes, you've got to keep your eye on everybody. The best thing, I know you're company man, and you want a nice fat paycheck like I want a fat paycheck. We've got to get this stuff back. And she kind of pats the little pouch she has. She goes, this stuff has got to get back to headquarters. They're counting on us getting out here. And she goes, just follow my play and all that, and we will, we make out of like bandits if we get this stuff back.
Is there a place on the ship we can stash it just in case?
Well, let's get this.
People.
This is. She goes, we got to get this back down in the urn. It was basically, this stuff becomes volatile, and if there's a crack or seam broke in the vial, and she goes, we'll examine when we get back. It was supposed to stay in the cryo urn that it was in, but I don't believe that Cooper would have had this. He would have known better. He knew this, and so how it got on his body. She basically looks back. He goes, not saying anything, but there's no way he was carrying this around, because it would have, if it was this long on him, it would have already cracked by now. And she goes, let's just get it back down there, but keep your eye on the rest of the crew, because we've got to get this. My orders were to get this back to Earth as fast as possible. When the crew turned. And she just basically goes, and you kind of see her. She goes, "Gosh, I got to get my head clear of all this, but we'll be fine." And she's, she goes, "I need to get a shower. God, it's been so long. Damn, cryo tube made me itch." And she does, "Okay, all right." And so she just says, "Follow my play." Okay, good enough. Okay, that's done. Miller and Cham. Y'all make your way down in the junction, and y'all check, and I think you flamed some pods here. And
flamed about 2 levels.
Laid them on 2 levels, so you know you got to go down to C.
Burn them down.
Yep.
Burn them down.
Turn it down.
Yep.
Yep. So what I'll do is I'll go down the ladder to the next level, and if I can see any pods
No.
below in the next level,
Nope.
I'll fire the flamer from up the level above and down in.
Okay, so you have to, you are, I'll be damned, Tennessee's going to be Baltimore.
Who has the motion life detector?
Rye.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, you don't see any pods here. And you know you've got to go down. Let me see. Does deck D have...
Nope. The farthest one down.
No, yep. And no, actually you get into the system and look at all this, and there down the bottom here, the clanking and from the fans and from the processing. So what it is there is, there's rods, and the whole bottom of the area is frozen, and it needs to be unfrozen for the tubes to do their job, and the rods to static pop the water to start fixing things. And that's what you're seeing, is that everything's frozen down here.
Are there pods here?
And there are pods too.
There's pods everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
By frozen, do you mean seized or ice?
Ice.
Okay.
Like also.
So here's what so the shaft is dark, and the water at the bottom of the shaft is frozen. And that's what's causing it. And you see it's slowly melting, but not fast enough. And it's banging around, and it's hard to hear. And this, they work via electrolysis, that the electrical currents are channeled through the rods and applied to the water, which separates the hydrogen and oxygen. And so you know that you need to flame this. But then you also, that when this is kicking in, that electrocution is highly possible once you're in this room. You see that the carbon filters of the scrubbers are caked with decades of grime and mold. And just restoring power won't be enough, even though it's going on. They need to be either replaced or cleaned in order for the air circulating on the ship to return to the proper oxygen level. You know that you're going to have some work ahead of you, that you first have got to fry everything, but the filters themselves are in bad repair. They need a scrubbing and cleaning.
Okay. So I'm just going to cook all the pods throughout the whole scrubber shaft.
Yep, and a lot of ice ice is melting at a fast rate now. Yep.
Okay. And I assume that I already took care of the scrubbers up top on A deck. Yeah,
you were getting the pods out of the way, but the
I'm
they were just the ventilation shafts.
Now.
The actual filters are down here. The rest of them were just shaft and coverings and all that. So
right. I just wanted to make sure all the pods were cooked.
You from your viewpoint of the going up and down the levels and all that, you think you're good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have I seen anything that I could use to put like a mat that Rye could stand on to avoid electrocution? I'm thinking of those big rubber mats that you
Negatory. Negatory.
Cam.
Stop doing it, so now you're doing it. I'm going. Do I know that there's a way to turn off the electrolysis while everything is being
You can get to Mother. You can get to Mother and shut it all down.
I just want to turn off the electricity through here. So I will radio over comms to whoever's near the Mother area to have his name.
You need to reach out to Wicks Johns.
Right,
he can do his interface and all that. Get to Mother and do all that. Yeah.
Right. That's why I'm just radioing over comms to whoever I know is with Wicks because I'm sure that he's probably still in the.
He's up at the bridge. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. with Rye.
Mm-hmm.
I'll radio over comms. Rye, need Wicks to disable the electrolysis in the air scrubbers, so I can replace the filters and give this a good clean, so that I'm not getting cooked.
I'll relay that to Wick.
Pods are all pods in the air scrubber are dealt with. Now I just need to.
We gotta. So you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to get the. You're gonna take a shift of work, and you got to give me a heavy machinery roll.
Can I help in that?
Yeah, you can help. No, you just giving assistance to him. Yeah.
I will try.
No,
you're what?
The heavy machinery roll.
Is it a plus or anything on that?
No, it's just gonna. If you're successful, you cut the work down. Yeah, you double. Way to go, Cham.
3 successes.
Well, success means you did it. Then you got 2 You got 2 show-offs.
Right, 3 total. So let me see what I can do here for that.
On heavy machinery.
Definitely taking half the work, half the time.
Yep.
And then you could cut it down to a quarter of the time.
Yeah, Miller's helping you.
My God, Cham, you know your shit.
Do it quickly, and I guess act quickly.
And watch out for that little fucker that's been going through the ducts.
So yeah, I mean, just literally, I just do it as quick as I possibly can.
Fine. Okay, so y'all are tied up doing that for a little while. We're back to Rye. You are finishing. You take some your shift work while this is all going on. Everybody's moving around doing their thing, and you're able to complete a full repair of the pilot station, and it comes to life.
Yay! I did a thing, guys.
Yay!
Quick! It came to life. Kill it.
Kill it with fire.
Burn it down.
Okay, so
I mentioned to Wick that the pilot station's back online.
Okay.
Since he's the only one there to really talk to.
Yep, he good, and he comes over and he checks out the work. He goes, yeah, but not bad. So we can get some control of this. Let me check in with everybody, and he's but the other crew, their crew don't have any suits on and stuff like that. Reed, you were moving through there and checking stuff out. There's, I sent you some stuff, and then you get all that, and then you head on down. So once you get through the armory and grab your stuff, what do you do? Let's ask that.
All right. Well, after I make sure I'm geared, I'm gonna take care of dumping the body and going back and checking the supplies, because carrying around a body just ain't too efficient while you're doing that.
Where do you go?
Making my way down to I'm guessing deck C or no, deck D.
Yeah, making your way on, what's the song? Yeah,
downtown.
Yeah, downtown. Yeah,
walking fast, faces pass.
Well, you look like your Junction A and all that, where that's busy, and you see flame work, and you hear Miller and Cham in there, so you know that you're going to need to make your way all the way down to Junction B to head on down.
At the junction.
That just feels like a bad idea. There are no old, bold Marines. There are either old or bold Marines. I'm going to try to be an old Marine.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to message Wilkes and say, Wilkes, it's not good for me to move around too much by myself with that little thing running around.
Really? I thought nothing scared you.
I actually left the Corps instead of dying in the Corps There's a reason for that shit. What about you? Where'd you serve again?
What did you ask him? Sorry, what did you say?
Where'd you serve again? What shitholes were you in? I don't remember seeing you in a fucking hole.
Why are you getting all yelling at me? You're the one that's supposed to run security. You got a weapon? Find one. You can handle a little bitty bug. Come on. I thought you were end all be all like badass bitch.
Oh, I'm badass. Don't doubt. Do not doubt. But you're not going to trick me into doing something stupid.
I would never do that.
Lies, all lies.
And I'm telling you, as your advisor of security, it is stupid for me to go by myself.
All right, fine.
Only thing stupider would be sending one of you guys down.
Did you get rid of the body? What are you going to do with the body then? We just can't leave it laying around.
We'll get rid of the body. But first, I'm going to go check out the storage and supplies. I'm going to put the body in the... fuck, where can we store the body just temporarily here?
Just let it hit the floor.
Let the body...
No, that'd be a little too slipknotish.
The bodies hit
the... You know what?
I sent messages to somebody, so I'm not going to say who, but check your fancy grounds. Just to make sure. But say that again. Sorry, Bowman.
I'm gonna poke my head into the junction and be like, body dropping. Keep an eye on that for me.
God damn it! Start taking off my suit. God! Fucking shit. God!
Y'all hear that in the...
Now, are we all patched in, Duff? Can I hear the comments by the crew?
Nope. No one asked. No. Nuh-uh. Y'all only hear each other.
I wonder if I can adjust the frequency, maybe, and play with a couple of channels to see if I can find the channel they're communicating on.
Their technology, their ship, and y'all's are not... they're not equated. They're,
incompatible.
100 years old.
UHF. Let me try just plain old HF. Bump up, 10 hertz at a time. See if I can get a spike.
It's like trying to use an iPhone to get onto walkie-talkie.
Nothing.
Goddamn push-to-talk technology. Fuck.
Sorry.
God.
We have iPhones and they have Nextels.
Goddamn itching. Fuck.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Was there anything that like
that or Windows 10
in the medical bay?
I'm sorry. What are you saying, Miller?
Was there anything like aloe in the medical bay?
You'd have to go look. I'm not giving that to you for free, pal.
I mean, you tell me when I feel bad enough that I'm going to go looking for a cure. For now, I'm complacent enough to take off my uniform, take off that outer bodysuit, and continue to help Cham.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of in the middle of a 3-hour shift.
3-hour tour.
Yep.
God damn it! There's got to be cigarettes on this ship. Jesus.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe in the maybe in the corporate suite, or maybe one of the living areas.
God, just a vending machine. Holy shit. All right, how many stress levels have I gotten rid of?
None.
At this point?
You guys have to take downtime. We'll call it even money. Yeah, I'd actually give y'all. Here, let me run some time. That's actually not fair. I need to. Y'all can all take off one thing of stress.
I was gonna say, considering that where
you're working. Yeah, you're working for a while. Yeah. Take off a thing of stress. But the work is also adding to the stress because you're having all worried about everything. But each one of you can rip one off. Bride, Reed.
What Cham is doing, he's basically just flaming the ice, right?
Mm-hmm. He flamed the pods in the ice,
removing the mold and changing out filters.
Turn it off, check the level of plasma that's remaining, and then fire again.
Yeah. Hold on. Right, Jeff stepped away. Let me take off one of his stresses. Okay. Okay. Okay, so y'all are still working. Yeah, y'all take a while, and then, okay. Y'all are standing. So, Reed does his thing. Cham and Miller, give me a observation roll.
That's one of my good ones, I think. That's not bad.
I'm not worried about.
I mean, what is a face hugger?
I'm not worried about the face huggers on this. That was me. Just I wanted y'all to get.
Are panic.
They're panics,
but I'm panic because we're not worried. He's not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it. I'm asking to see if y'all are sitting there down the bottom of the shaft, and all of a sudden, y'all are sitting there talking to each other, and Miller's, she's ripping off her suit, scratching at her skin, and you see, she's like she's got, her skin looks kind of reddish, Cham, like it's irritated. And
that's a side effect from that inoculation. God damn it.
Well, you can say that. And both of y'all staring while doing that, and in between the two of y'all, this little silvery, something that kind of silvery floats past the two of you, and just kind of lands down on the water, and it floats, and it looks like a little unicorn, a horse, wrapped up, little bitty figure made out of paper.
Somebody put origami.
A unicorn origami figure. Does anybody know what that is?
God damn it! Why the fuck are you been watching Blade Runner so much?
Because the two worlds are the same, folks.
If Cam doesn't reach for it, I'll blast it.
Yeah. Can I?
No, it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bitty unicorn. Figure kind of floats and lands on the water. Unicorn.
Might be a message.
I'll pick it up.
Yep, and it came. Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Safety on, holster. God damn it!
Interesting.
God.
And would it be possible for me to unfold it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll unfold it and look at it and see if it's
just a little wrapper.
No, Okay,
no,
so it's just.
Okay.
I'll fold it back up and hand it to Miller.
I open it up and see if there's a message inside.
No, he just did. It floated. It floated from up above and floated down into y'all's view.
I spit on it. Is it invisible ink?
I'll also look up.
Thank you, God. You look up to the second level above you, and you y'all are on the bottom level, so deck C. Yeah, you look up to B, and you see someone kind of looking over the shaft and the stairwell. You can't see what it is, who it is, because of the lighting and all that, but there's someone staring at you, and then just kind of backs away and disappears.
It's fucking Wilson. I fire.
I was gonna say I instantly flame her up and just pull the trigger.
Well, it disappeared. It disappeared before you could do that.
Oh, I feel attacked.
Yeah, Wilson. You don't know where Wilson's at.
You don't know what feeling attacked is yet.
I think there's only one character who can definitively know the feeling of being attacked, and she blew up.
Who's up there? Who's up there? Who are you?
I'll go over comms. Anybody that has anybody been in the air shaft recently? Like, not even like the past 5 seconds, because somebody was up here and they dropped a weird paper figurine, looks like a unicorn.
Deadpool?
The merc with the mouth.
No.
So
There's no answer. Nobody said no. No, everybody go, we're all here. Or Rye answers back, she just finished up repairing the piloting station. And you don't hear anything from, well, I don't know, Wilson. It's up to Wilson if he responds or not.
I can ask Wick, but I don't know what he says. So.
He's right there with you. Well, he goes, only one running around. He says only one running around is Reed. And he basically punches up the comm system in the ship and goes, Reed, check in. If you're near a comm station, check in real quick. Let me know where you're at.
We got a comm station near the storage here.
It's any of those little circle features. Yep.
There we go.
Yep. You run up to one.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm just checking out where you've been. The other group was asking where everybody's at for some reason, so I just want to make sure you're okay.
I was at Junction A for a sec and had dropped off. That's where I went ahead and set the body while I'm checking out storage until they got things clean enough.
Hey. All right. We'll keep with it. I'll check in with the rest of the group. I'll see where Clayton's at. Find out what the hell she's doing. Okay. All right. So let me see something here. We got to go back to.
Is this rash all over my body, Duff?
No, just a few spots. No, just soft points on your suit and all that. That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
It may sound like Davis would have put itching powder in your suit or anything to, alleviate boredom or anything.
She was my friend. Why would she do that? Now, Wilson.
Why would she not do that?
Okay, hold on a
What
second.
did Wilson do? God, Wilson's getting such a bad rep.
1 second. I gotta get.
Wilson did.
Where's Discord? Wilson and 1 second. That's chat. Hold on. Where's Discord? God dang it! I minimize it all the time. Wilson. I need Wilson for a second. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're going to private chat.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all finish up, and she gets the urn stored up, and she goes. And she looks back at you again, and she goes, "Now, are you listening? You're paying attention to what I'm saying? We've got to make sure we get this stuff back to Earth.
Yeah.
Can I trust you on this? Are you certain? I can't trust anybody else in this fucking crew.
I trust me. I believe me. I'm with you. I can't trust me. You can trust
I'm telling
me.
you, if I say move and I tell you to kill one of them, you got to kill them.
Without thinking.
She goes, and I'm telling you, she gets in your face. And she goes, I'm telling you now, don't screw me on this.
I would never.
Are you sure? And she grabs you by the collar. Listen to me. I'm telling you, don't fuck with me on this. And she's just see her eyes are just kind of raged. And she goes, and she grabs both your collars. She goes, make sure. And she goes, fine.
Yeah.
She goes, all right, get back to the bridge then. I'll finish up here.
Okay.
Okay. Boop. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Okay, they're back. Shh.
Yeah, we're back. Okay. Yep. In the Rye, what are you doing now that you have finished up?
Smoking an imaginary cigarette, I guess.
I go over comms. Rye, Miller's heading to med bay. Ash all body. Go check it out, please. I'll be there after I've finished with the.
Your comms are cutting out.
Yeah.
Quite literally?
I think you did that on purpose. Yeah, I thought you did it on purpose. Yeah, they were cutting out. That was cool.
I have my mute button in my hand, so yes, I was doing.
Oh, all right, Mr. Smarty Pants.
I thought you were glad to see us, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I said was,
Oh, shit.
Miller's on her way to medbay with a weird rash. Right, go check on her. I'll be there shortly.
And at no time, Duff, did that doc. He complained about a headache, but he was never scratching, right?
No, you never saw it.
Okay.
I sent somebody else another message in Instagram, so y'all know. All right, Rye, what are you doing?
I still don't know what Cham said. Oh wait, no, check on Miller in the med bay. I asked Wick if the doc or whoever it was that was on the display table was quote quote inoculated also before all that happened.
You ask who that? Yeah.
Wick.
Wicks? He goes, yeah. Pretty certain he was.
Well, if I had to take a guess, apparently it either didn't work or it could be a cause. So I guess everybody should be kind of alert to that.
Sure. Whatever you say. I just, he's kind of, I got to wrap my head around all this. This is just too much for me to. And he just kind of sits in his chair, and you see him.
You don't have a headache, do you?
I just can't focus. Just give me a few moments, man. My head, no, it doesn't, it might throb a little bit, but it's just too much stress going on. And he's just kind of rubbing his temples a little bit.
Okay, I'll make my way down to wherever Miller is, and on my way out, I'll message back to Cham that, hey, Wick is starting to act like his head's hurting like the doc did.
Well, I guess we'll keep an eye on it. If anything happens, we solve said problem.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe that inoculation isn't working as they intended it to.
I would be leaning towards that bet also.
Should have taken the inoculation.
My message.
Yeah, I love you. I love you.
Hey, both, right back at you.
The ideas you
We're
come
sorry,
up with.
Eric. This Autodoc is messing up with female.
I know. Yeah. You wouldn't. So when you're well, hold on. Okay, so Rod, you're just kind of hanging out there, and what do you think? Go. I'm sorry. I got too many. I'm trying to remember all the different storylines I got going on here. So tell me, you relay that to Cham, but are you staying in that room or going anywhere?
No, I said on my way out of that room because I know that he
You
doesn't
go ahead and move. Okay, move into another zone then for me, would you? So I know you're moving. Sorry.
I'm trying to find the where the med bay. There it is.
Well, you got move out of the room into another zone. So you're on your way there.
Okay.
You're not there yet. Okay. And Cham, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Oh, you're in the air scrubber craft. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I had to move myself to the scrubbers.
I couldn't. Yeah, you're fine. What do you do is you're finishing up your work and all that, and you put the last of the filters in, knock stuff off of them. The water's good and melted, and you see arcs starting to form as the system begins to, do its job properly.
GTFO.
Okay. You come up to the stairwell in here, and then do what?
I'm heading towards the med bay to check on.
Okay. You. I gotta put you into 1 second. This is where it gets really, really weird because I gotta split y'all apart on some stuff.
Split the party.
Split the party. Grundy and Duff. Okay, as you come, did I put you in? Are you there with me? Or did I do this right? God, I've got my...
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. When you step through that first doorway, standing in between the two is a female you've never seen before. She's just kind of staring at you, and she's got she's got some tinfoil in her hand, very similar to, wrapping stuff like just the origami. She's kind of staring at you.
Little girl?
No, a female. Oh. And her hair's kind of long and black, but it's looks like it's got goop all in it. And then you see this kind of some cut marks across her chest and on her face and all that, and there's no blood there. It's white paste, and she's just kind of staring at you. And
white paste,
milky white substance is all. Okay,
I know exactly what she is.
And she's got this, and you can then definitely see her right ear and her backside of her head is just rented out. And you, not crew member, who you? And she's kind of forming her words.
My name is Cham. You look rather damaged. I try to repair you.
Repair, good.
Knowledge. Yes, I can try to repair you.
Get med bay. Maybe repair there.
Yes.
Maybe.
Now, would I know exactly she's been torn up by...
Yeah, she's been torn up by something. Ripped up. Yeah, you have no idea, though.
Most likely the things that we...
You don't know.
On marks and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
So, yeah, I will walk with her to the med bay, and I will work on repairing her once we get there.
Once you come in the corner, I'm going to drop her in there with Miller. Hold on. Okay. So, you're doing that. Yep, we're back. Rye, you're coming down the hallway, and actually, Reed, we're kind of coalescing some stuff. You are getting your stuff together and looking, and you're finding some, you found the weapons, and you had already checked out the mess hall, and most everything in there is rotted or covered with mold. Okay?
Penicillin.
Not good. Yeah.
Give me some.
Yeah, things have been ripped apart. Things have been pulled out, rummaged through. It's just, this room's been, the mess hall's been devastated. And as you see that, you'll see Rye all of a sudden step into the hallway. You hear some banging around, and then you see Cham come through the stairwell, and he's escorting a female, and you Reed recognize you. And I'm sending you something, Buffin.
I'm gonna take a guess, Ava.
Yeah.
All right, Ava, where have you been?
And Rye, you see this too. You all come to the hallway. And you see Cham coming out with this female.
Cham, buddy, did you find you a new friend?
Friend? And this female voice goes, Friend? No friends.
She's quite damaged.
And you'll see when she's doing this, and he points that the side of her head and right ear and all that looks like it's just been ripped wide open, and it's like hanging off to the side, and she's covered with this white, dried, milky goo. It's kind of in her hair. It's on the side of her body.
Synthetic blood.
What you think it is? And she goes, No friend. Save him.
I'll get over to Ava. Ava, it's me. It's Reed.
She
come on.
Looks at you and is friend.
I nod slowly.
Repair.
Hey, Reed, you want me to take a look at that?
Yep.
I was just planning on doing the same thing.
No, where were you taking her, Cham?
Med lab. Because I'm assuming that's probably where all the tools and stuff are at. Repair.
Med lab or science lab?
Yeah. So let's go to med lab. Check on
Miller.
On Miller.
Y'all all can move down there.
There's a lab up there. Oh no, that's an armory. Never mind.
No, armory and EVA suits. Yeah, yep. So, and also, Reed, you'll have noticed that all the evacuation escape pods, the individual ones, are off of the ship. They're all gone. You would have checked for that.
Wicks, pods are out of here. And how was the storage I was checking on during this time?
The mess hall, it's rotted out. You found a few things in the armory, and that was it. And storage, that's all that together. There's nothing. The storage, a lot of it's science labs stuff. Living stuff. All that. It's been ransacked, ripped through, but they're for survivability, for rations, things like that. Y'all are in serious trouble. They're gone.
Do I still have the handful of the vitamin packs I grabbed from the Montero?
Probably have. The vitamin packs, or was it Davis's pill bottles?
I grabbed those off of Davis's body before when we came out of cryo.
You have some, yeah. You might have a few packs, sure. Okay, but y'all are all standing in the hallway.
Well, we said we were going to make our way to the med lab.
You want to start moving that way, bitch? So.
Well, yeah, because we already said it like 3 times.
Ooh.
Was I able to make it back to the bridge at this point?
You're gonna. Oh, yeah. Actually, you can come around. You'll come up. You came up Junction B. Where'd y'all go? And you're gonna see them. You'll have come through the hallway, and you're gonna see them coming toward the med lab.
First, you'll see the body that's sitting in the junction.
At the junction.
That was down.
Was it B2 or B1 that he came?
No. Actually, where'd you come from? Y'all went to. Actually, I'm sorry. Y'all are gonna. Clayton's there. Here. It's in the med lab. Actually, it's in the science lab. Y'all come out. That's where you're at. And you're coming out. Sorry, I'm grabbing everybody wrong here. Wilson, you're going to come out the door from that encounter, and you're going to see them all moving into the science lab, and you see the med lab, and you're going to see that they've got somebody else you don't recognize.
Okay. Hey guys, what's going on?
They just ignore you?
Apparently, pretty much. All right.
You know how to fix a synth?
Do I know how to fix a synth?
I'll go ahead and tell you no, so let's just go.
I
not interested not. Then.
Guess not.
All right. So, y'all move into there, and Miller, what are you doing when they come in there? What do you?
I have theater of mind. I imagine that I am in what looks like a dentist chair, and I am running some sort of wand that's connected to a stem.
Hold on there, everyone, Kimasabi. It's called a med pod. Okay, they have something called a med pod, but unfortunately, the one that you're trying to use is broken. It is just got crap, bloody material all over it.
So you're telling me I have no mechanism to...
Yeah, you.
That is correct.
Yeah, you basically answer that as I hit enter.
When you open it up, Well, so there's a med pod. It's covered. It's got. Well, when you see it, you move to it. This is what you want to use to do what you're thinking you're going to do.
Now, me and Cham have been here before.
Yeah, and then you actually this thing is y'all were. I apologize.
We didn't go to the pods though.
Yeah, you did go to the pods.
There was one that was like brownish blood.
Yeah,
we couldn't peek in.
Yeah, that's when you you want to. It looks like it's okay. One's broken and just destroyed. The other one is the one it's something's inside it, or all this stuff was inside the window, and you open it up, and it is basically it was a body.
It's human stew.
It's human. It's whatever it was vivisected. The lower torso has just been all pulled. Can cut open and looked at. What was possibly the skull is now this huge elongated, material, like a beluga whale, basically what it looks kind of like. Yeah, and it's been opened up and picked at, and it is just rotted. And this thing, it's unsanitary to the hells and back.
Okay. So when they walk in, they see Captain Miller sitting in what appears to be like one of those reclining dentist chair, and she has her laser pistol in her mouth, pointed directly, to the back of her throat, and the safety's off.
There's not a laser pistol. They shoot bullets. They're not not that advanced.
Okay, I'm mixing this with Stars Without Numbers.
I know you are. I'm laughing at you.
I have a service pistol, an M4A3, and I have it again, safety off, finger on the trigger, pointed back into my mouth as my body sort of leans back.
Oh, God damn it. Either pull the trigger or take the shit out of your mouth.
It's very unsanitary.
All of y'all see this.
It's very unsanitary.
No, that's exactly what Reed says. Either pull the trigger or get it out your damn mouth. We have work to do.
Do I need to make a roll to pull this trigger, Duff?
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's a close combat shot on yourself. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
He would get a +2 for aiming.
I really want to see him miss this.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm understanding him. You're being very serious when you're saying that you're in this tube, you're in the chair with this half body and all that, and you've got the gun in your mouth.
I looked in the tube and I saw this vivisected, half gone, elongated head, and I think that I'm heading towards that.
Okay.
Finality,
that's fine.
Because I've started to have the same symptoms that the doc did. So I go over across the room to this reclining chair that I imagine is for like examinations, and I blow my brains out because I don't want to let this thing grow. And
that's a close combat. You can close combat yourself, sure. Just.
2 panic rolls.
And how do you miss?
Panic rolls.
It's in your mouth. How do you miss?
Oh, he's gonna. Well, the panic. Hold on. You're gonna roll me the panic roll. Roll me another one. What are you at panic wise? So, yeah.
5, I think.
No, really, it doesn't.
How is he gonna freeze if he's also trembling uncontrollably?
I'm trying to. 5 plus 5 is a 10. Yeah, he actually. He just. You see him trying to pull the trigger, and he's just frozen in fear.
I forgot to turn the safety off.
I walk over,
Nope,
grab the
safety's
pistol.
off. Safety's
I walk
off.
over, just grab the pistol and yank it out of her hands.
Okay.
That's not going to solve anything.
You see there are tears in her eyes, and she says, when she's unfrozen, I'm infected. You have to kill me. Please.
We're not 100% sure yet that you're infected. So let us figure out what's going on. It could just be a reaction.
Yep. So
strap
y'all
me down.
Yep.
I try to strap myself, one of my arms down.
I will assist in the strapping down.
Well, what if we put her into cryo?
And y'all sit in there, and Ava just kind of whispers and all that. Inoculation, bad. Inoculation, bad.
Shit.
Oh, wonderful.
And then I think to myself, strapping down isn't going to help. It's still going to break its way out of my skull.
What if we put you in cryo?
Kill me now.
Why don't we put you in cryo and see if we can save you?
You know what? We've seen this inoculation work here before. Let's
all of y'all. Oh yeah, and so yeah, what doing? All of y'all are going to, because of what she did and all that. All of y'all get a point of stress because she just tried to off herself.
I mean, I don't really like her anyway, so am I going to get stressed from that?
Yeah. You get stressed.
Yeah, why would I get stressed from that?
Wait, does Wilson get to relieve a bit of stress on that one? Because you know that it will be one less stress in his life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, my rival tried to take herself out. Why would that stress me out?
Because you like that you don't mind that, but because of what's happening on the ship, it's a stress level.
Yeah.
But Cham walked over and ripped the gun out.
Just, it's not worth it. We may find a way to fix you before you turn.
Well,
Please, with whatever shred of humanity I ever, grant me this clean death. I don't want to injure the rest of you.
Okay, Duff, while they're doing that, I'm going to start...
I'm sorry, your requisition to die is denied at this point. And that's due to you have become part of the equipment on this ship, as in your ass has to sit in a fucking pilot seat. You live until we know for sure you're infected. You don't get a choice. I don't think I'll
be able to pilot. I don't think I have that capability.
You do not get a choice. Shut up and suck it up, princess.
I kind of like her.
Leans back and closes her eyes.
So inside the med bay, is the weird tube with the brackish shit, right?
It's opened up and you can see that body inside it now. Yeah.
So let's head through the door behind us down here into the med pods.
That's the whole area. I'm giving you a whole area.
Okay.
It's the pods. It's the pods that are where this abomination's at. Y'all are all in that room. We're just kind of playing it out. Yeah.
Okay. I just wasn't making.
My bad. My bad. Yeah.
So, does it look like there's even a slight possibility that we could clean the pod out and stick Miller in it and run diagnostics?
Uh-oh.
I know it might take a little bit of time, but
yeah. And Duff, while they're doing all that with Miller, I'm gonna start trying to repair the android.
Well, okay, yeah. So, yeah, okay. So the abomination was supposed to attack y'all, but I didn't catch that. My bad. I'll save the horror for later. So,
it would have attacked me because I saw it before anybody else.
It was supposed to have one last gasp in it, but I didn't catch that. My bad, folks. I'm sorry. But
it happened.
Yeah, so you rummaged through. Well, actually, y'all knew that. Y'all found some med kits are in here. There's surgical instruments, and there were bunches of pills.
Along with those vials of whatever.
The vials were in the science lab. Sorry, not. No, actually, they were here, weren't they? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were here too. Yep, they're all here too. Yep. And so the vials. So there was You found the pills and all that under the desk. I don't know if we. Oh, okay. If I give this to you, you're going to find it there under the desk. You're searching around. You find another med kit, and when you open up the med kit, it's got 6 syringes that look exactly like the one that Miller had gotten from Cooper and used on herself. There are 6 of them there.
Well, they can stay in there.
I grabbed them.
The whole med kit?
The whole med kit. And I put it in my bag, pack, whatever.
Bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. Y'all all see this.
My portable hole.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we need these to.
You broke up. We lost you.
Yep.
Okay.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we need these, and then you went dark.
Yeah. We need these to test to see if we can figure out what went wrong. Try to say that 3 times fast. And maybe engineer something that will work to fix Miller.
None of y'all have that expertise available to you. You know, and we're chatting with that you would actually need a full scientist to do any of that work.
We have a scientist here, don't we?
Nope, he
I
just
have medical aid 1.
a true scientist had his
Actual
brain
scientist.
ripped apart.
Oh, you want to meet your son?
Yep.
He's
Okay.
in Junction B1.
Yeah.
Axe has been pulled out of his chest.
Yep,
You might remember him.
Okay. Well, that's pretty shitty.
Cham, you're sitting there chatting, and you grab the vials, and you're kind of pulling back from the door and all that. Rye, I'm going to put you back down kind of here because you were looking over Ava, and she's got some extensive damage to her. And you find out that's because Reed was calling her Ava. And did you want to say anything else more about Ava? Because they don't know who Ava is.
I think they could tell the obvious thing from all the white goo that's caked on her.
Yeah,
She was in the porn industry, obviously.
Oh, boo! Boo! Oh, folks.
I mean, just from the brief interaction.
There goes that
obviously,
PG rating.
There went my channel. My channel just spun out of control. Touche, Bo. Touche. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ava was a synth on the ship here.
Yeah. She basically relays to you, chatting, and all this is going on, and while you find the syringes and all that Ava was is their synth, it was their android on the ship, and she basically she had a shotgun, I believe, and all. Basically, what she did is she protected the crew and got them into cryosleep while she was fending off and fighting some abominations in the ship. And that was the last time that Reed saw her, was when they got stuck into the cryotubes and put into sleep. And she...
All you told me was that Ava's the android and she was missing, helped the crew get into the cryopods. You left out the exciting stuff.
Yep, she was actually fighting off some abominations, and basically stood between y'all, and you got you on the tubes in the hopes that would throw the abominations off. Not seeing it, and he's telling that Ava is kind of looking, gives these puppy dog looks to Reed, and she has, and then sad kind of tears in her eyes, and she goes, yes, she kind of repeating a few things like that, and then crew turn, And while that's happening, Cham, you're sitting there pulling all that. You're going to feel. I'm using Wilson, but that's not what it's for. Let me look at this.
Cham getting a headache.
No, Cham's not getting a headache. Cham gets popped in the back of the head. But where's my attack? Oh, dang it. Unarmed attack.
It'd just be close combat.
Thank you. That's what it is. Duh. You think I remember these rules now. But that would be a bad assumption on y'all's part. Wicks, Marine. It's not. Oh, sorry, wrong person. One second. Let me get Wilson on the way. It's not her. Y'all don't know it. Close combat. Oh, well, lad. And here we go. Here we go. Pop. You feel hands come around your neck and trying to, basically gives you a point of damage, right? Close unarmed attack. Yeah.
No,
never mind. No, we don't. Y'all see. Yeah, basically, you basically hear Cham like he's being choked. Yeah, thanks, Excel. I got so much going on my screens here, and you see these hands coming from behind Cham's, and you see Wicks just kind of, he's got some blood kind of coming out of his eyes a little bit, and he's just, and he's grabbing.
Immediately, gun that I took from Miller, right up behind me, and pop. Point blank shot.
You pull the trigger and the safety's on. You can shoot him.
You can miss. We know this.
Especially when you put it in your own mouth.
And that's technically ranged, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, it would still be close combat.
I'm gonna try and knock that gun out of his hand. The moment I see him pulling that mess up.
Both of you to see him happen, and he's reaching around to shoot. If you're going to react,
reach around.
Yeah, both of you give me two. Both of you give me two agilities. And I don't care about failures. I just want to see the dice. Really? Damn near identical. It's a tie. I need initiatives. We're going initiatives here, folks. 1 second.
From everyone?
From everybody in the room.
Oh, damn it. I had too many stress level up.
All right. Grab your dice. Grab your initiative tables. Or grab it, open it up, and someone give me rolls. Start choosing. Wilson gets a 2.
Son of a bitch.
Ring gets an 8. Oops. Cham?
I rolled.
Oh, you did? I didn't see it. Sorry.
Yep.
Cham's a 5. Okay. Miller. Oh, is Miller tied down now? Did y'all do that?
Yes.
Okay, so Miller's
down.
Miller's down. Wilson's rolled. Okay, so I'm going to give Miller's out of it. I need one from Wicks. A 7. Ava's sitting there not doing much. Okay. And Clayton's not there. So Wilson, you're first.
So this is all happening in the room, and
yeah. So you're there. Y'all are kind of in the room, but what you see is Cham is in the doorway, and Wix is right behind them.
So I can't get past.
No.
I'm gonna step out. Can I go that way?
Nope.
No, yes,
oh yeah, you can go around that door. Now you can move out of one. You can move a zone. That's basically what you can do. Yep. Very easily done that.
That's all I'm gonna do.
And pass your turn.
Pass my turn.
Cham.
So, I'm literally just taking the gun in the dude's mouth, in the dude's face, because he's got. I mean,
well, you're gonna. So he's got you from behind.
Yeah. Over the shoulder.
So in a pressurized ship, someone's gonna shoot a gun. Nicely done.
Yep.
Your shot.
Now the only question is it close combat or is it ranged?
Well, it's still so the weapon will tell you. Let me see. I need to give it to you. So who's got the gun in their inventory? Vanessa does. Here,
yep.
Yeah, here, let me pull it out.
She was trying to shoot.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, quit! Stop giving me errors. Inventory, pistol. Okay. Now, why did Cham get a death roll?
Why not?
Death rolls. What was that for? I don't know. I don't know what that was for. I just pulled that off of Miller's deal and put it in. I've got it. Oh, my bad. I did that in injuries. Oh, what a dork. Put that. I think I'm in inventory. Sorry. Let me close this down. Miss it. Now, there you go, Cham. It's in your inventory. And so what it says is that it is a ranged. If you shoot in close, I think there's a negative to it. Let me see. Range categories 83. So the distance between you and opponents divided into 5 categories. It says medium range up to 25 meters away in adjacent zone. But I thought that there was a bit to. Doesn't look like there is. Modifications. You're engaged. You're going to do it a -2.
Okay, that's fine with me. And okay, so
basically, he's going to need 3 successes to hit.
Well, he doesn't.
If he doesn't, panic it out.
Yeah, he panics out.
I guess I should probably roll the panic die.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
And take a point of stress.
Okay, I rolled the panic die and it didn't do anything.
That's because you have to click.
Did you roll the panic table?
You just have to hit the panic die that's on your character sheet up at the top, right? There's a panic button. Right. The top of your character sheet on your main page.
Or your stress level.
The jolly red candy-like button.
Yeah.
Oh, the big.
Yeah, that big button. That's your panic button. Alrighty. What does it say?
Maybe see if we can get panic in bigger print on this for the next revision on the set.
Okay, you must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You are allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy at engaged range. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increased by 1 after 1 round. You can act normally. So You are allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy at engaged range, and you are. So what is a retreat roll? 93. Let's see. I'm just going to see. Retreat. If you have an active enemy at engaged range, you must make an ability roll to move away to short range from them. If you fail, you still move, but your enemy gets a free close combat attack against you, basically opportunity attack. So the free attack doesn't count towards their actions in the round, and you can't block it. So basically, you may make an ability roll. Try to jump away.
And I got booted from fantasy grounds.
And
another friggin' panic.
Another panic. Give yourself another stress.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong, Jeff?
This rule set is just geared towards everybody going insane and killing everyone.
And look at this.
I like it.
So he gets the stress. You get the out. Your panic level, your nervous twitch, your stress level, and everybody around you goes up 1.
So that's 2. Everybody takes 2 stress.
2. Yep.
Do I take it? I'm not in the room.
Everybody in short range.
Short range.
You're in short range inside one. Actually, yeah, you're inside one zone. Yep.
I'm 2 zones away. I'm good.
Yep. Actually, you're fine, Rye. Yep. Actually, Wilson, you can only take 1.
Okay.
Yep.
So basically,
now you may move away though. You still get. So you panic, but you still move away. You got a success there too. I think you can still do the maneuver. You just take the stress with you. But he still gets to swing at you.
Yeah, because you didn't actually fully succeed on the move.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, that's right. And gives you another. Actually, that's you got to do your block. No, you can't block it. So, but you have the suit though. You've got the suit on.
So he makes an armor.
He's got an armor roll.
Yep.
Yep. So it's I think you've got, was it armor 2? There's 2 on the suits.
Yeah.
The rating. Yeah. Okay. Nicely done. You block it. Wait. The armor takes it, not you. So, all right. And Cham moves away. It's just he just kind of right.
And I will hunker down behind the chair that Vanessa.
Yeah. You putting Vanessa between you and Wicks.
Pretty much. Yep.
Okay. You are trying to fix Ava.
Yep.
Can be repaired. Man, page 75. I gotta get all these.
That would be Comtech. I
think it is. Well, let me check. See what they say for synthetics. It's a little bit different.
A contact roll.
Yeah. Stress level, empathy, compassion, field surgeon. You get a medical right ear, which can be repaired. C75. I'm assuming that's all that means, is that you're trying to stop it all. You get a +2 to your medical aid.
So it's medical aid, not.
That's what it says. This way, because she has a nasty head wound under her hair behind her right ear that can be repaired. See page 75.
But she's a synthetic, so test roll.
I think so. I think you're right. If y'all remember that correctly, so it made me a roll.
I
you read it. That's right. You read it. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
So would I still need to do the modifier, or
no? You can just.
You just gotta grab the balls full of goop and push it back in her head.
Okay. Yep. Okay. You are successful with it as you're, as this is going on with this round. You're able to, see, you see some damage in there, some receptors, and you're able to kind of clean it up. And you see her, she's twitching, and then she calms back down, and then there's this kind of a calming look kind of just crosses her face, even though she's an android. You just find it cross, and she goes, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Anything else?
I mean, I'm sure I hear some of the commotion going on.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, going on in the room ahead of you. Oh yeah. But you're busy.
Okay.
Your action was to repair her, though. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of be like, shout, "What's going on?" And that's my turn. So.
Okay. Wix moves and basically reaches for Reed. You're welcome, Reed. Can we kill Beaufort again tonight? Ooh.
Well, remember, we can't see any rolls.
I got one success. I hit you.
All right. To my knowledge, I have no armor.
You take a point of damage then. So on the front of your sheet, I think, you lose a hit point.
Off one.
Yeah, and you get a stress level with it too. Yep.
I think it already added the stress for me.
It did.
It does when you take a hit point damage up.
Yep. He's grabbing you, trying to choke you, ripping your eyes, your face.
Oh, hell no.
What would you like to do, Reed?
Oh, you mean I finally get to act this round?
Yeah. You're up.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to slug this fucker.
Yeah. Kick his ass, Seabass.
Son of a pushing that roll.
Wow.
Take a point of stress.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh. You got your success with the raise.
Yep. So we'll take we'll throw some extra damage on him.
So 2 points. All right.
Yep. God damn it, Wix. Pull your shit together.
No. All right, hold on a second. He's got 2. Let me give him. There we go. Okay. Hey, he took some damage.
Yep. So do we keep initiatives or how does this go?
Yeah. All right. Does initiative? I don't think it changes. I think it goes out. You just re-roll it. I think we're just going to keep it right now. Miller.
Can you what's my situation, Duff? Am I partially strapped down?
Yeah, you're strapped down. Yeah, you're strapped down. And I whispered somebody in Fantasy Grounds.
And I'm behind you.
I whispered to somebody in Fantasy Grounds, just so y'all know. Make sure and look at your chat log.
Can I attempt to free myself? Because we had talked about moving me into one of the tubes when
they
this
tied you down.
Went down.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm babbling uncontrollably now, and I'm saying every third sentence, shoot me now. And I advance my turn.
Yep. And you're sitting there, and Ava turns and looks at you, Rye, and it kind of, you see her voice modulation's kind of working, and she's repairing. She will turn shortly. She is infected.
Shoot me!
She says that to you, Rye.
Okay.
Wilson.
Is what's her name? The blonde in the room with me? Should be over in science lab too.
No, she's in the science lab.
Okay. Then I'm going to keep on running away. Where's the science lab door there?
You're right. No. You're fine, Troy. We'll figure. Well, you can watch the show. This one's been a little bit definitely different, and some funny stuff has happened, and some turning, as you know, as well as taking place. And Wilson is running away. I need to get my Monty Python run away. Okay, anything else? So Cham, you're up. Cham, you had to wait one turn, I believe. Your panic.
I think it was to the end of that.
Seek cover. You must use your next action to move away. You're allowed to make the retreat roll. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but the stress level of everybody else goes up. After one round, you can act normally. So this round, you're cowering behind the chair that's got Miller tied down to it, and she's yelling and screaming and looking at you. No!
I need to decrease my stress level by 1 because I increased it by 2 instead of.
That's fine. Yep. Yeah, that's what it says.
All right, so I will sit here and continue to hide behind this chair.
Well, if he's taking cover, can he still shoot from behind the chair?
Nope, he can act normally in the next round. He is cowering away. He's under panic. Yep.
Cool.
Bri?
Another Comtech roll?
You've got it repaired. No, she's responding to you and all that.
Okay, so she's like fully repaired now?
Yeah, well, yeah, she's enough. She responded to you with recognition and said thank you and thanked you for all that. Yeah, and she goes, resetting systems right now. You've done all you can do for me.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll have it posted tomorrow. Troy, I'll cut it up. I'll send you a message when I've got it posted on YouTube, the edited version to take out all the between stuff.
Well,
but I got my popcorn for this show.
That way it's no longer adult.
Yeah. No, yeah. No. Beaufort made it funny. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what you doing?
Okay. I will make my way, I guess, to here then, I suppose.
Moving to the room, and you're looking at, Cham's on the floor there, hiding behind Miller, who's wrapped, like I said, strapped into the chair and yelling and screaming and spitting and...
Are there any loose straps laying around?
Or what? What do you...
To choke Miller out?
You can grab something for to make an unarmed strike against him, certainly.
Okay.
The pistol that I was carrying is ground.
You're breaking up, Gary. You're dropping off again.
Pistol that I had, feet. It's at my feet, probably.
Well, he could take a turn to wrestle it from you. Yeah.
Well, I won't need to waste any ammo if, like, Miller literally can't move or do anything. So
it's not Miller. It's Wicks. You got to worry about. Wicks is doing the attacking. Not sure what you're wanting to do. Sorry.
Ava just okay. Miller was sitting there screaming, "Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me!" Ava's like, she's going to turn soon. She's infected.
That's right. Yep, that is correct. Sorry.
So I'm eliminating Miller.
Okay, so you can take your turn to grab the weapon. I think. Well, maybe it depends on what your actions are. Yeah, it depends on the fast and slow action. You can do one of each during a turn, and so your fast actions would be, let's say, Wade, climb, Assume, grab, seek cover, retreat, grapple, pick up an item is a fast action. Then a slow action, you could shoot. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I asked if there was anything laying around that I could choke Miller out with instead of wasting ammo. Because, if she can't breathe,
you could, I'm sure that Cham's got his pipe sitting there, but there's probably, you have to rummage around here. It's a lab, but you can make an unarmed attack. Yeah, you could find something, even if it's like a medical stand, like a little tray or something like that, grab a leg of a chair, and start smacking her in the head.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so make an unarmed attack.
Hold on, I'm working on minimal screen space right now. Not my usual setup.
This might, in attacking your own crewmate, would it not invoke some stress?
No, it won't.
And the rest of the...
No, Miller is my rival.
Not for you, for the rest of your companions.
Oh.
Actually, the only one to be worried about is Cham. Reed doesn't give a shit about this. They're not, and Wix is.
Yeah, basically, lunatic. I will shoot her. That's
okay.
Fine.
That's fine. Well, Miller, it was nice knowing you. Apparently, you're going to start getting your head beat in.
Hey, it's not me.
Wow.
What the combat character is doing well. Wow.
Oh my God. That's one success with 2 raises.
Okay. Let's see. Knock to the ground? No. Hold your grapple? Well, I'm not grappling you.
She still has her suit on, so.
Yeah, outmaneuver.
Now she stripped it off.
Oh, that's right. You did strip your suit. Oh, wow. This is going to hurt. Okay.
Outmaneuver, unless she's tied to the table. So, really, my only option for damage.
Okay, so that's 3 total. Yeah, 1 for the unarmed attack, and then 2 for the extra raises.
Is it unarmed attack, or am I using an item?
It's an unarmed. It's that all the same. So
it's 1 damage.
It's 1 damage. It's 1 damage. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm pumped.
So 3. Okay. So Miller, would you give yourself 3 wounds on your character sheet? Do it 2 more times, please. Yep. Okay. You're beating her up and putting big gashes in her head. And you're just in full meltdown mode. All right. Anything else, Ryan? Oh, well, I need to give Cham. Cham, you're going to take a point of stress for that.
I'm just.
I know.
Screaming. She's about to turn, so that's my turn.
All right. Wix, once again, is attacking Reed. I got 1 success.
How do we know?
Damn it.
There you go. Bitch.
All right.
God, the DM can drag
and there's nothing I can do to defend against it. I don't have any armor.
Yep. So you take another point.
Damage.
Yep. All right.
All right. Second verse, same as the first, and I might have to hit him a little bit worse.
He's a poet and didn't even know it.
Well, wait, whoa, a second. Reed, you have your shotgun.
Gun's on the ship, I thought. And it's also, I'm as close enough to punch him.
Yeah. You said you went and got all your stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Then I should have that. Don't I have that shotgun in your inventory? Yes.
Yep. We do. All right. So.
Sorry. Yeah, you have a shotgun. You have a shotgun.
Yeah, I just thought he wasn't using it.
I forgot. It's a new character, so go over it properly. But he's been playing Valerie pretty much straight on. Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Oh, boom, boom. All right, so that's a success. And you got 1 raise.
Yep. So damage and add.
That's what.
So that's what's the shotgun?
Checking it now.
I think shotgun's 3, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
It's either 2 or 3.
It is 3. So add 1, so 4. Plus the 2 I did last time.
Critical injuries on, so I guess, so yeah, Troy, so this is Wick's turned, and he's an NPC, but we don't, critical injuries would be just on a regular, I don't think there's a critical injuries on NPC table, is there?
It would be just human.
It would just be human. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So because when I dropped his health down to 0, it said unable to find table, critical injuries on blank. And so I guess maybe if you turn an NPC and give it critical injuries, you'd want to give him the same. So here we go. He is stunned, but how does he just set him to human? Oh, that would be why. That's right, because I'm controlling. Thanks. That would be why. So, but a shotgun blast knocks him down. But he's somehow still alive.
Jesus.
He's stunned. Okay. It's not an abomination. No, it's Wix, the Kronos' officer. He go batshit crazy. Why am I getting arrows? What's this for? Miller, you're getting your head pulped in. Would you make me a strength check?
Failure, yay.
Actually, that's just a check on her. Miller just broke her straps, holding her down.
God damn it.
Is that my whole action, or do I skip it back?
That's that would be your, let's say that's your slow action. You can still move.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the table right next to this dentist chair. This is where I imagine that I had laid my harpoon grappling gun.
And what are you going to do with this harpoon grappling gun, Miller?
My intention is to point it straight up, put my face right down on it, and pull the trigger. Now, this is probably more than I can do this turn.
Oh, no, I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to let you do it.
If it goes through my face, it won't go out the side of the ship. It'll go up to level A.
Yeah.
And then hit the ceiling.
We're going to play this like it. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We're going to play this like his alien acid, but instead of going down, the grappling gun's going to go through his brain and up through the next deck above. Oh, you, Troy, you got to see what's been going on. This one's had a lot of fun. Okay, you've got a ranged attack, but it's at a -2 because you're pointing it at your face, and you're also, batshit. You've got big head wounds, and you're all over the place.
How do I impose a -2 on myself?
Down
modifier.
The modifier down the bottom left-hand corner. You're going to see where it says 0 modifier. Type in, click on it, and then hit -2.
Gotcha. Range combat. Here goes.
Ooh,
man. That's a lot of fucking successes. Holy shit.
I think that's the only success I've had in this entire...
Oh my God, he got 6 success with 5 raises.
Wow. I'm assuming you're dead.
Would you please? Oh man, so we're gonna think that his head probably just got detached and is now impaled in the top of the ceiling above
the grapple popped open in his
that's
head.
Right.
You know
and the grapple, Yeah, grapple.
Now, in my mind, Duff, a success would be that I don't risk the rest of the crew. So I'm hoping it goes through a thick part of my skull.
We've got your head impaled in the ceiling above the lab here, looking down at everybody. The thing went right through your mouth and then exploded out, and so these legs kind of looks like these legs have come out of the side of your skull, and you're still looking down, with this shaft in your mouth, and you can go ahead and give yourself take
whatever plus 5 damage.
Yeah, so you can add his HP. I think you can give yourself. You just click off the last wound that you've got. Yeah, just click that off on your character sheet. Yeah, and I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, look! All my stress went away.
You're dead.
I don't think the last thing that went through Miller's mind was.
Oh God! Here we go.
Save the crew. I think it was the harpoon.
The harpoon, yeah. So it broke your arms, yeah. Like this was. I just wanted.
It wasn't the harpoon that went through his head. It was the rope.
Yeah. So okay, we're going to the critical injury doesn't really matter here because we're going to go ahead and take it to the 66 roll, which is your head is Miller's body, whoosh, and everybody in the room can go ahead. Well. How do y'all take stress? So, offing yourself.
I don't know if anybody besides
Miller ain't even owe me $1. I don't get stress off Miller.
Who really saw that?
I love this game. I'm not even worried about stress right now because there's more. We got more loving coming. Miller is gone.
Thank God.
Ava. Yeah. Yes. So I've seen that is easy compared to what I have seen others do. Wilson. 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 Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna run into the science lab and be like, shit is going down. It's fucking crazy in there. They're killing each other.
Shit gone crazy.
And she yells, "Get your shit together! I told you what we need to do."
But they're killing each other.
Stop being a pussy. Jam. You were...
Okay, so I assume you said Wix is he on the ground?
Yes. He's stunned for the moment, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I walk up to him.
Oh my God.
And fucking stomp his head in.
You can make me an unarmed strike.
Curb stomp him?
+2. +2. Close combat. Close combat +2. Holy crap-a-ronies. With only, wow. Look at all those rolls and you only got a success with a raise. Okay. So
it's 2 damage. 2
more damage. So yeah, so he just takes another critical. It's not like I'm going to worry about this. Critical injuries.
And then I will look around.
He's dead. So you smash his head in. So
where's Wilson?
So Wix disappears. Body's twitching on the ground. Wilson's not there.
I'm asking around. Where'd Wilson go?
I don't know. I haven't
he
seen
went that
shit.
way. I point out the door to the hall that is there.
Okay. That's where my next place will be, as I'm going to find Wilson.
Jesus Christ.
Well, hold on. All right. So Ava she looks to, where are the vials? Where are the agents? She's yelling. She's looking at y'all. Before you leave, Cham, I understand what you're doing, but you're still in the you're still in the room. She says, "Must get the agents. Deadly weapons they are." Clayton.
Yoda.
No, I'm just saying. No, she's not Yoda. She basically says, this is just the beginning. The inoculations do not work. Very small chance to resist. The agent that is on board is not a rare artifact, but is deadly weapons that Clayton is trying to get back to Earth. And y'all are sitting there, and y'all all kind of feel the ship's moving on, and then you kind of you feel a turn happening. The ship is actually changing course. Y'all feel it.
Here we go again.
Happening, changing, and that's where we'll hold for the night.